And welcome in, everybody. So before we get to the Iono's Bellibolt Canary crap, there's a new code. So I think it gets you a couple packs or something. It's more heroes 26. I think it gets you like a couple of packs or so. Oh, crap. Oh, hang on. Okay, there we go. Never mind. It's all good. So yeah, just more heroes 26. It's the fourth code that's still valid right now. I believe it's 2 packs and then all the hexagons. And then the Mega Embor and something else. Yeah, it's Mega Embor, Mega for Alligator, no Mega Meganium though. So there you go. That's all it is. It's kind of boring, but hey, it's free stuff, right? Can't hate on free stuff. So it's Canary with Iono's Bellibolt. I did build Magnetric with Canary. What I will admit is that the testing didn't go great, right? The testing, I tried mostly the Raging Bolt build because Raging Bolt is broken. I have a tweet going up that I scheduled for partway through the stream. Essentially, Raging Bolt and any Pokemon that discards energy with its attack is broken now because they released an update on Tuesday and that broke everything because they definitely know what they're doing. So it'll probably pop up, but basically when you try to hit the X to switch to a different Pokemon, you can't. You have to click Inspect Board, then go back and then switch. So yeah, they released an update and they broke the game. It's the Circle of Life all over again. But let's get started with how many's energies in this one? 18. So remember, I'm going to have to do a lot of math today. And that's a problem. Because how many energy do I need? Okay, so 10 energy in play is 220. So I need 15 to knock out a Dragapult, right? I need 15 energy in play to one-shot a Dragapult is essentially what the number is going to have to be. 15 energy, one-shot a Dragapult, easy dubs. And let's get that win-loss counter in there. So yeah, I mean, I won a couple games. So it's not like it's the worst deck ever made, but, you know, we gotta believe in the fart of the cards here. And Spindrift. Are you a fan of Revavroom with all that spinning and all that drifting? All right, we're facing off against Hisui Chan. All right, 2024. So I do need your input. Normally I'm inputting your mom, but I need your input. So in the intro for this video, assuming we win a couple games, at the very end, I say she's called Canary because her dad is a miner. And then I could just end the intro there, but I did add, and if you're in the Gumshoes Epsteini files and got excited about that word, it's the other kind of miner. Sexy Pant, thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, this is great. This deck is Badoo proof, so the Skwovet's useless, but that's fine. So I imagine this is Lopunny. I guess this is Lopunny. Lopunny Dusknoir. Lefty's rotating, by the way. Yeah, so like do I include it? You know, like, do I include if you're in the Epsteini files and got excited about the word miner, it's the other kind? Hey, Trust Your Pilot was right. They put the Ditto down, though. They better have a switch card for that Klefki, or else that Ditto's not doing anything. And Never Gonna Let Me Down. Yes, I will be talking about that. I mean, let's talk about it right now. Fire Red and Leaf Green are coming out in a week. Okay, so they just threw the game. They just we gotta I think they're about to concede. Here. But yes, thank you. So it is, yeah, it's funny, but yeah, I don't know either. It's a tough one. But so yeah, fire, yeah. Well, there's win number 1. There's win number 1. We take those. Yeah, I think Ditto Prism Star should be a card that's just always in standard. It's weird to me that it isn't, because it makes evolution decks better, but like it'll say like you can't evolve into a rule box Pokemon, and it's another match against them. So yes, if you missed the news, Fire Red and Leaf Green are coming out in 6 days on Switch for $30 Canadian. And if you want to buy an English version and a Spanish version, they're 2 separate purchases. And if you want to buy a French version, it's $90 total, because they're not And Sexy Pant, I have a command just for you. But if you have Amazon Prime and you haven't, no, it's $30 Canadian. And if you haven't used your Amazon Prime on a streamer, why not put it on your favorite streamer, the most handsome streamer in the world? Like, you could buy Hollow Knight 2. You can buy like 2 copies of Balatro. You can buy Slay the Spire 2. You can buy all these things. Yeah, Sexy Pant, I got you covered. You can do all these things, or just buy Fire Red or Leaf Green for $30, which is sad. It is so sad. All right, well, I think we win this game, right? So this is the Skwovet build. I do have to put rematch in my notes here. But I don't know if I have a Psyduck. That could be a slight problem. Yeah, it's going to be $30 Canadian for either Fire Red or Leaf Green. And Sexy Pant, damn straight. I didn't buy Silk Song because I don't like hard games. You know, I'm a boomer. We like it easy. You know, that's why I go to a bar and wait for women to get drunk. Okay. If I have Psyduck, we win the game. I don't have Psyduck. If we have Psyduck, easy win. I don't have Psyduck. All right, well, we're probably going to lose, but I think we have to go and get double Tadbulb here. And probably just put the Kilowattrel or the Wattrel into play. Hold. I mean, they need quite a few things, but it's very likely they just take the knockout. So I think we go Tadbulb. Probably. I probably just end turn. Right? Because I have a Kilowattrel and I have a Lillie's. There's a chance we just Lillie's into 8 energy because the deck plays about 18. So that's not good. You know, we really shouldn't screw that up here. We really shouldn't Lillie's into nothing. But I do have lists that have Psyduck. I have lists that have Shaman. All right. And we are currently talking about Fire Red and Leaf Green costing $30 each Canadian, which is absurd. And I scrolled down just to see, it's 40 megabytes. They're charging $30 for a game that is 40 megabytes, which is absolutely pathetic. And Spindrift, I was thinking about that, but like End's Plan might be better. One of the lists I have Zekrom EX and End's Plan. Butthole Rising, thank you for the sub. But I just think it's absolutely insane that they're charging $30 for those games. And if you're wondering, yes, it is possible. Yeah, almost more dollars than megabytes. And this is why we filled up our bench, is because we knew this was going to happen. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it's still going to sell like crazy. I think it was red and blue, and maybe they included yellow in that stat, but they sold 1 million copies on the eShop on the 3DS. I believe that's what it was. They sold 1 million copies on eShop on 3DS, which is crazy. And if you're wondering, why did you put triple Tadbulb down? It's because they can Dust Noir 2 of them. They can't Dust Noir 3 of them. And they're giving me the Fartazon, which is great. So this is a bad matchup, but it's also a very, very easily winnable matchup. And, oh yeah, I understand the physical version is crazy expensive. But that doesn't change a whole lot, right? Okay, so I think I just do nothing this turn. Like, I don't think I put a Bellibolt into play. I think what I do is I sacrifice a Wattrel. Actually, I'm probably going to attack with the Wattrel in the active. So let's go Artisan for a Voltorb. And we're going to attach to you, or we're going to evolve into you. So the question is, do I Wattrel the active? Because it's like, I'm going to need 16 energy if I want to knock out this dude. I think we just attach to the active and then flashing draw if we can. I don't think I can risk putting Bellibolt. See, remember when I said we got to do the thing? Okay, so this is actually the perfect situation for Skwovet. This is actually the perfect situation for Skwovet. Because it takes everything, puts it on the bottom of your deck, and draws you a card. And of course, oh, we're winning. Okay, so I think we don't counter catch or anything. Okay, there's double Bellibolt. In this situation, I think it's worth it now. I think it's worth it because we could get like a crazy turn here. We could get the absolute craziest turn. We could hit the nuts, basically. So I'm going to attach to the Voltorb. If we get a crazy draw, we're going to go nuts. We can knock something out here. There's Levincia. I think I can knock out the Duskull, because that gets 2 energy back. If I knock out the Duskull, does that make sense? Or do I just go for the Baneri? Or do I just honestly hit into the Mega Lopunny with the Kilowattrel? Or we can... I can sacrifice the Voltorb, but we're kind of not doing great here. Okay, so we have a Mega Lopunny, we have a Lillie's Determination, we have a Canari. If I go for the Duskull, that honestly seems like the best idea, because now they have to be very cautious here. Because if they pop one more Dusk, then I'm kind of fine. Right, because if they blow up this Dusknoir, then I'm just a Lopunny or Kangaskhan away from winning the game, and they don't realize that Voltorb is just a game-winning card. So oh, and see, they're taking the bait. So this is a very winnable matchup for us. It's just maybe not the easiest thing, especially if they go blow up the Dusknoir, hit into a Bellibolt, then Lopunny me. But if they leave the energy on the field for Voltorb, remember, I only need... Good God, enough Duskull? Enough Duskull, bro? All right. Okay, they put a Latias down when they have a Dusknoir in the active. That's questionable. I guess they're going to go Dusknoir into Kangaskhan. Suck my butt. How have they had everything? This is crazy. Like, that Levincia needed to stay for me to have any hope in hell. Okay. We have a Buddy-Buddy Poffin for a Wattrel. The Voltorb, if they target the Voltorb with their Dusknoir... What do I do? Oh, they're going for the kill. So they're going for the double Kilowattrel kill. Which is interesting. But I theoretically don't need them, right? If I can just get perfect draws here, we'll be okay. Because I know I can sacrifice the Skwovet, which is fine. So we just send the Skwovet up into the active. I guess I waste the Poffin. I Artisan for my other Wattrel. Jagbomb, welcome in. And then I guess... Yeah, I guess we just waste the Poffin, Artisan for the Wattrel, Lilies, and then see what happens. But Canari, this is what's been happening with Canari, is that if you don't get it turn 1, it's a useless card. So I think maybe switching from 4 Canari or 3 Canari to just 2 Canari and a bunch of Pokegear is the correct play. One of the other lists, I do have a Tatsugiri in there just to, you know, try to get the turn 1 Canari. And it's easy to retreat the Tatsugiri because it has a 1 retreat cost. You just attach to it and retreat. And then, of course, they Cypher Maniac, whatever 2 cards they want. Okay, another Enriching Energy. So we know they don't have Prime Catcher. We know they don't have Heroescape or anything. If all they do is knock out the Kilowattrel, we should be okay. But then, you know, if I don't get an Iono, they win. So the problem that happened, the reason I attacked with the Kilowattrel instead of the Voltorb is that we prized our 3rd Voltorb. If we don't prize our 3rd Voltorb, I'm of course attacking with Voltorb in that situation, because then I know we have a backup. But I didn't think they were going to go double Kilowattrel. That was my mistake. All right, so they grabbed Enriching Energy. I'm in a situation where... Yeah, I mean, they're literally just a Dusclops Lopunny away from winning the game. Ooh, there's a Superior. Okay, hang on. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Things have escalated. All right, let's go. Superior away, the Canari and the Poffin. Go get 4 energy. I don't think there's any hope in hell we actually do this, but oh, right, it's not an Iono's Pokemon. I was like, why can't I attach to it? Because it's not an Iono's Pokemon. And there's the Levincia. Okay. Hang on. Do I have it? Is the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I don't have it. I do not have it whatsoever. All right, so let's go. I mean, it really doesn't matter. If they have it, they win. It's as simple as that. If they have it, they win the game. If they don't, we win the game. So I'll just go end turn. If they have Dusclops bosses, they win. Because I believe that's the only way they can win is if they attack with a Lopunny. So actually, they have to go... Yeah, I was going to say, they have to go retreat somehow or switch. And then they just need Dusclops, boss... Did we just win? Did I just win the game when they played it perfectly and they were smarter than me and I made an oopsie attacking with the Kilowattrel and they're going to let me win the game? Because they didn't have bosses Dusclops? Because there's no way they can win, right? Unless they go Rare Candy Dusknoir my Voltorb and then everything is terrible. Unless they go Rare Candy Dusknoir. Oh, right. Oh, right. They can do that. Well, Canari's looking crappy. Oh, man. So that was a loss right there. Dusknoir is such a fair and balanced card. Yeah, I'm starting to think the Skwovet is... If I'd had a Psyduck instead of a Skwovet, this would have been a much better game for us. And then she farts on me. And then we get farted on. You know, this isn't what I mean when I say fart is on. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to not play the Skwovet build after this one. I think the Skwovet build is going to be replaced by a Psyduck build. Because, yes, Dusknoir is such a fair and balanced card. And, I mean, maybe I should go first in this deck. Right, because this deck is essentially Badoo-proof. Because Canari, you know, if you get a good turn 1, the deck is basically Badoo-proof because of Canari, because Canari just gets all your dudes. Okay. Wait, am I going first or second? They decided to go second, so we're just going to put the old Skwovet Daddy up there. And why do you want you want me to VIP on you? What the hell is this? Is this Crustle? Oh my god, it's Crustle again. This is the perfect matchup. This is the perfect matchup because all I do is just attack with Voltorb. Never mind, it's not Crustle. Okay, so then I think we just attach to the Skwovet and pass. Right, we just attach to Skwovet and pass because now we have all the things. We have the Tadbulb, we have the Kilowattrel, we have the energy. There's an Airy. Oh, it's going to be so shameful when you use Airy for nothing. Isn't it? and then the instant concede. What was the point? What was the point of that? Why would you even log in? What is happening today? Yeah, this is... Okay, remember. Where is it? Where's the Master League thing? There it is. Wait, where's the Master League thing? Isn't there, oh, there it is. The best trainers in the world reach Master League. The best trainers in the world reach Master League. Yeah, a win is a win is a win. Oh god, what the hell? Yahoo. Something tells me we're not getting a YouTube video out of this. You know, I have a sneaking suspicion we aren't getting a YouTube video out of this, but I do have a backup plan. And that is Heliolisk and maybe Voltorb, just to mess around with a little bit. Oh, the Raging Bolt tweet went live if you want to see the problem here. So there's the Raging Bolt tweet. Did I just do x.com/Twitter? What? Okay, that's weird. x.com/Twitter/ So Elon can't again. Okay, I'm literally gonna switch to a Psyduck build after this. We're gonna switch to Skwovet for a Psyduck, and we're gonna face no more Dust Noir decks. Oh, it's Zoroark. Okay. You know, I feel like if you're playing Canari, Buddy-Buddy Poffin should not be a card you have in your list. You know, that's like saying, oh, I want to have smooth feet, but I also don't want to have 10 bottles of empty lotion on my nightstand. All right, so we have the Voltorb. We have a pretty good hand here. So I think all I do is attach to the Wattrel and end turn. What I discovered in my testing is that this deck does nothing turn one. So I went looking for like, oh, what are some good lightning types that can do something turn one? And it's like, well, Stunfisk. Stunfisk is the choice there. But one of the issues is that Tadbulb has a 2 retreat cost. So if you start a Tadbulb and you can't find an air balloon or a switch card, you can't just attach retreat. So you have to hope you start Wattrel or Voltorb. And then, but you still have to attach an energy. So it's like, oh, well, what about Ethan's Pichu? Ethan's Pichu does 30 damage and draws you a card for free. But then it's just kind of a liability. Like, yeah, sure, it knocks out a Badoo, but then what? So, yeah, the deck is very much lacking something to do on turn one, which is really sucky. I really wish it had something good to do. Like, Stunfisk could be a thing, but you have to start it. Oh. So, again, I didn't get the Shaman because I didn't think... Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't think they were going to get the turn 2 Darmanitan. All right, well, we have Canari. Let's use Canari, I guess. This is why this card is so goated. We're going to get rid of our balls, I guess. No, we want to play with our balls. We want to definitely play with our balls here. Okay, so we go get Wattrel, Kilowattrel, Bellibolt, and then I will... I guess get rid of a Wattrel. Actually, let's get rid of 2 things. Let's get rid of 2 things, because I know what I'm doing. I'm a fart smella here. And I feel like we don't have to worry too much anymore. So we're going to go Kilowattrel. And we're going to play with our balls. Get rid of those 2. Go for a... I mean, I feel like I really don't need the Shaman. Right? Like, what's the point of the Shaman when they're doing 90-90? They'll like, oh, they'll soften up a Bellibolt. Whoop-de-freaking-do. All right, here we go. Kilowattrel, there's 17 energy in the deck. We got 1. 17 energy in the deck. We got 1. All right, well, there goes another Voltorb down. So let's... Oh, yeah, how exactly do we do this? So we make sure we attach to this guy. And then Superior away these... Oh, no, we want to keep the Lilies. And then I essentially just have to attach to the active Bellibolt. You know, the really crappy thing is that it can't attack during your next turn, but all we need is 2 energy. The deck is just energy at this point. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, this game is great. This game is fantastic. This is my favorite game ever. All right, so yeah, the Skwovet build is not it. You need Earthen Vessel. You need just ways to get energy. I forewent the Shaman because I thought, oh, you know, there's no way we don't get energy. Oh, I see what they were doing. They were going for a backdraft. They thought I would have energy in my discard pile. With this deck, if you're playing this deck correctly, you never have energy in the discard pile. Yeah, sad emote, then everything. Because with Levincia and Superior Energy Retrieval, you don't really have to worry about that. But I'm not even convinced that Superior Energy Retrieval is that good. Like, yes, it thins the hand. So does Ultra Ball. It gets energy back. But, like, you have to be able to churn through your deck pretty quickly for Superior to be worth it. Otherwise, you can just, you know, move your energy correctly and you're fine. Right? You just put 2 on Voltorb, 2 on Voltorb, 2 everywhere else, and maybe 3 or 4 on a Bellibolt at some point. But I think it's just, is Canari good? That's the answer we're trying to question today, is Canari good in Bellibolt? Because the deck is pretty much the same post-rotation. They also didn't leave any room for a Zekrom, so they have to pop a Clops here. And I guess what they could do is pop the Clops, countercatcher a Voltorb, double Voltorb. Never mind, they're going for the Bellibolt. All right, so Bellibolt's getting knocked out. That's okay. And then we prize the Skwovet, of course. Oh, are they going for double Dust Noir this turn? Or are they just prepping? I would say they're I don't think they're going to pop the Clops this turn. I think they're prepping it for a Dust Noir next turn so they can knock out a Kilowattrel. All right, so I made an oopsie. I got rid of a Tadbulb when I should not have, but that's okay. We're going to win. Okay, so there's a fun card that is not useless whatsoever. So we get rid of that and that. We go for... We have a Max Rod. So, yeah, we have 12 freaking energy in the deck. All right, I'm going to go get the Kilowattrel just to get rid of it. And then we go Poffin for... No, we need to leave that bench spot open. I think this is a situation for Iono, because we have 12 energy in the deck, and we'll be okay. Thank you. That is a card that we needed. All right, so let's put... Oh, man. I think we'll be okay, because if they target the Bellibolt, we should still be fine. Like, if I do this correctly, we'll be fine. We go 1, 2, 3. I have not shuffled the deck. The deck has not been shuffled, so all of our energy is at the top. We're still going to fail miserably. Don't worry about that. And then 1 there, and then we're still going to fail to knock out the Zoroark. Oh, wait, hang on. Are we actually going to knock out the Zoroark? Hang on. I'm not going to do the math here, but I think we have a KO. All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2, and 200. And it's 200 damage. Yeah, I have a Mega Magnetric build, but you know, we'll play Heliolisk.
Well, this is a nice achievement.
And Luke, yeah, your balls are you might want to see a doctor about the color of your balls, but it's okay. You'll be okay. We'll get through this together. All right, well, at least they can't knock out double Voltorb unless, you know, they go Dust Noir attack. Unless they go Dust Noir the Voltorb on the bench and then, you know, just attack, then we're screwed. So we're deleting the Skwovet version. Skwovet version, we're going to scrub it from the internet. The annals of the internet will not remember this card. Yeah, they're just going to go double Voltorb KO. But, you know, I think all of the prizes I've taken today have been from Dust Noir. Can anyone check that? Have all the prizes I've taken today just been from Dust Noir and Dusclops? Kind of what it's feeling like. Oh, wait, did they just do what I think they did? Did they just go for the active when they should have gone for the benched one? Interesting decision. I think they're realizing they made an oopsie. Okay. Yeah, I guess Backdraft takes a knockout now because I have 7 energy, because remember that thing I said about if everything's going right, you don't have a ton of energy in your discard pile, and then we've never found a Levincia even though there's only 12 cards left in deck? Remember when that happened? Remember when we had that fun moment? Okay, but they're sacrificing their Darmanitan to knock out a Shaman to put themselves in a position where Bellibolt is the only thing left. And then they have another Darmanitan, which is fine. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's because of the weakness. If you're wondering, how did it do so much? That's because of the weakness. All right. Well, we're going to have to put a Voltorb in the active. We can't bench this Voltorb because we'll lose if I do. And then I guess we just attach to the Bellibolt. Kilowattrel. An Iono would be great, but I don't believe I've shuffled the deck. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. We go Max Rod for Shaman, Tadbulb, Bellibolt, Double Energy. Okay, so Tadbulb, Shaman, and then... Yeah, I mean, we lose the game if they knock out my Bellibolt, so there's no reason to not do the thing. And I think we go Flashing Draw, because if I get an Iono, that'd be super useful right now, or a Gust card. Thank you. Thank you for the Gust card. All right. We do, unfortunately, have to leave the Darmanitan alive, which is less than ideal, as the kids would say these days. But we go bosses on... Oh, crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm still not knocking out a stupid Zoroark. Still not knocking out a Zoroark. Problem child? Exactly. All right, so we're a Gust card away from winning the game. That's a Gust card. That's a Voltorb. We win the game if they don't win the game this turn. And the fact that they promoted the Darmanitan seems pretty good for us. If all they do is... Oh, please. There's no way. There's no way you have Pecharunt, Gust, Binding Mochi. I mean, it's very possible because that's all their deck is at this point. Is just Gust, Pecharunt, and Binding Mochi. Yeah, they're definitely going for it. They got rid of the Fez so they can try to maximize their chances of getting Pecharunt. They're not going to bench that. They're just doing that to thin the deck. Because their win con is Pecharunt EX, Binding Mochi, Gust. That's it. Doesn't matter what else they got. Just those 3 cards, they win the game because I got my stupid Bellibolt. Okay, well, the Hero's Cape doesn't matter. The Judge also doesn't matter because, you know, Kilowattrel is insane and draws you up to 6 every single turn. So this card is just nuts. You know, if you're playing a Lightning deck... Oh, we win. Okay, we win. Okay, yes, we win the game as long as we get a Voltorb. We have to get our Voltorb from the deck. What is the easiest way to do that? Okay, there's the bosses. Well, that's not good. Okay, so we go Counter Catcher this guy. We always have 2 energy with Levincia, so I can thin out as much energy from my hand as I want. And then I think the correct call is to just Lilies, right? No, I think the correct call is actually to Iono, because if I Lilies, there's a chance I just draw into 6 dead cards. No, we're gonna Lilies. No, I know what my deck has. We're gonna be fine. Yes, we're gonna be... Oh my god, we actually almost got 6 dead cards. But we, I knew we just had it like that. I was never concerned. Probably should have checked to see what was in the deck, because I'm not actually sure we have enough to win. All right, I'm not going to do the math here. We're just going to go strict on vibes here. We, yeah, we don't win. We don't win the game. Yeah, that's a feels bad right there. Okay, so yeah, we're deleting the Skwovet build from the face of the earth. It is not good. Okay, why are you trading when you have game? Okay, so we'll switch to a different one. Yeah, that was we're just gonna delete that one completely. We'll go to the 22 energy build just to really see how it goes. But yeah, this was just one I took from Japan. Just somebody mentioned, oh hey, Skwovet's pretty cool. Skwovet's pretty cool. Yeah, so this one has Fezandipiti, 22 energy, max rod, lots of balls to play with. You know, we can maybe make some changes, but 22 energy means you're never losing. Oh yeah, and Skwovet, thank you, Jagbomb, exactly. And I got those Mega Dragonite cosmetics. So if you just buy the ETB in the shop, you get the Mega Dragonite cosmetics, and it's that simple. You just get you buy the ETB, you get the cosmetics. Okay, so this is Voltorb, Wattrel. Okay, this is a pretty damn good start if you ask me. All right, so Wattrel goes up front. We don't want to show them that we have a great start. And press 1 if you're excited for the fact that Donk is leaving Standard in a month. Think of all those times where you've put a weak basic in the active and nothing else, and then you got punished for it because they flip over a stupid Pecharunt or a Brute Bonnet. In 1 month, Donk is gone from the format completely. Okay. Well, yeah, I need a tool scrapper here. Be real cool if we had a tool scrapper here, wouldn't it? Be real awesome if that tool scrapper decided to make an appearance today. Okay, so we have to go into you. They're not gonna find a stadium. They're never gonna find a counter stadium. We're gonna find all of our basics. Oh wow, see, this is why you don't Lillie. This is why you never Lillie. Okay, so my entire deck is weak to fighting. That's awesome. Love to see it. They'll go Pokepad for Gabite, then their deck is completely set up here and ready to go. I do have Canari for all of my things, which is good. We're going to draw a bajillion cards thanks to Fezandipiti. Well, like, okay, Bellibolt, Fezandipiti, and Voltorb are all weak to fighting. I think that's the better way of saying it, is my entire deck that matters is weak to fighting. But yes, in this situation, I will survive a Dragon Slice. If they decide to retreat and slice my dragon, these nuts. Of course they have the Battle Cage. Of course they got it. Oh, and then they judge me. And I didn't put the Fezandipiti down because I didn't want them to not take... Okay, never mind, we're fine. Never mind, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so if we can knock out the Spiritomb this turn, we are goated. Okay, don't know why that judge was so randomly amazing. Have yet to really do Canari at all. Okay. I think Canari's time has passed. Canari, you're already useless. Okay, so Fezandipiti, we'll get rid of that. We will go get rid of Canari and energy. We have to get Bellibolt. And then... yeah, I guess it's just flashing draw. Hope for a Voltorb. Well, technically we got a Voltorb. Wait, I don't... how does this deck have 22 energy and we still failed? All right, well... I think I need to kind of keep pace here. But actually, let's take the knockout with the Kilowattrel. I know it's dumb. I know how this looks. But I'd rather just take the knockout with the Kilowattrel. And I think that makes sense. Because we're going to be drawing so many cards. I'm going to have to two-shot a Garchomp anyway. And the fact that this doesn't get knocked out by a Gabite, so if they for some reason aren't able to get a Garchomp this turn, which they will because Gabite gets a Garchomp, but if for some reason, I should have Night Stretchered for the Wattrel. Oh god, I regret everything. And yes, I know Mega Lucario is a top deck. I understand. But we can, theoretically, we can one-shot a Garchomp. It's not going to be easy, but we can one-shot a Garchomp with a power weight on it. With a shake weight. Also, they can't knock out the Kilowattrel unless they attach an energy. If they just go for a Corkscrew Dive, even if they have a Rose Raid, we survive a Corkscrew Dive. So, of course, they'll have the second energy. Of course, they'll have a Premium Power Pro. They'll be the one Garchomp player who doesn't believe in the heart of the Rose Raid. All right. Unless you have Forest of Vitality, we're surviving this turn, and I'm going to try to knock this out and fail. Fail miserably. They haven't played a supporter. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, they have to discard all energy, which is good. But now my Kilowattrel are getting knocked out. Okay, well, they had Hilda and Fighting Gong. That makes me feel a little bit better. So they would have been able to take the knockout no matter what. I have to go get Voltorb. Oh, they made an oopsie. They pulled the pilot. They made an oopsie. Okay, so we can do this. We can spank their butt. We can punch their butt. We can spank their butt. We can make their butt redder than a Fezandipiti's mochi thing, even though it's kind of pink. All right, they are not going to be expecting the Voltorb knockout here. No one ever expects the Voltorb KO. Probably because it's never going to actually happen. Oh, hang on. We can do this, everybody. We can take an electric steamer all over their face. And then we go retreat. Okay, we get rid of that one. I don't think there's a chance in hell we get... Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. There is a chance in hell. And then we go flashing draw. I still think we're going to have to two-shot them, but we're getting a lot of energy out of that deck, which is really good. Okay, so you get that. And then I think we just attach one to the Fez just to have it. Okay, and then Bellibolt, because obviously they'll target the Bellibolt if they can. Right? Obviously they're just going to bosses the Bellibolt, so we want to keep as little energy on the Bellibolt as possible. All right, so we're two-shotting a Garchomp. That's what the world is. We're two-shotting a Garchomp all day long. That's okay with me. I do not mind two-shotting a Garchomp when it has 400 hit points. Yeah, you can put as many Rose Raid into play as you want. You're taking one-shots all day now. You know, you can knock out every Pokemon on my side of the field with a single energy. But is it too late? Have you lost your advantage? An advantage? Have you lost your advantage? Are you Lune and you've found an advantage? My Lune, what nice feet you have. All right, so... Oh yeah, they're drawing 8. All right, we have bosses. We have Max Rod. We have Levincia. As long as they don't bump Levincia, we'll be totally fine. And there's no shot they have, because Draconic Buster, they're never going to use that. They're just going to Corkscrew Dive for 160 every turn. That knocks out everybody. Crap, they got the damn Spiritomb back. Okay, so they attacked with Spiritomb. And then I just... Oh, do I have to pop my Max Rod this early? Or... do I just knock out the Spiritomb and go on to even prizes? All right, press 1 to knock out this. No, I have to. Never mind. We have to go for the Garchomp. We have the bosses in hand. We have the energy available to us. Trust in evil Iono? No, we have to just go for it here. Okay, so Kilowattrel goes up there. No, we can't. We have to knock out the Garchomp while it's available to us. All right, so there's Boses. Get that guy. And then Ultra Ball away the Lilies and the Canary. Go for a Voltorb. We do need a Tadbulb. But I mean, how many energy we got? Yeah, we don't even... I don't want to pop the Rod this early. As much as I enjoy playing with my rod, we can't use it this early. All right, so step 1. I don't know what step 1 is. Step 1, I guess, is flashing draw on the active. Okay, that did not go according to plan. So then we go Levincia. Get 2 back. We have 4 energy. And then, yeah, we'll Voltorb. Put that in the active. Bellibolt. 1, 2. Oh, wait. Oh, I made an oopsie. I made a huge oopsie, and I'm just now realizing it. And I'm sure all of you have already realized it. Okay, well, that's cool. All right, so let's go. Oh, no, we need that Tadbulb. I'd very much like that Oh, crap, we don't have the Tadbulb. I do not have a Tadbulb, but we do have a backup Voltorb, and that's what we're going to have to Night Stretcher. So we have a backup Voltorb. That's cool. All right, well, things are not going great. But what is the oopsie? Press 1 if you know what the oopsie is. Press 2 if you need Daddy Pilot to sit you on his knee and bend you over his knee and spank you. God, Canari is a useless card after turn 1. Okay, so the issue is that Voltorb does 20 times the amount of lightning energy attached to all of your Iono's Pokemon. So by attaching to Fezandipiti, I've made my life stupid. And kiddo, delete the VOD. Delete the VOD. No, kiddo, no. Delete the VOD. So I should not be attaching to Fezandipiti. I should only be attaching to everyone else, and I should leave an energy in hand, or, you know, leave a way to get an energy to manually retreat it if they try to trap it. But I doubt they're ever going to do that. All right, as long as they can't find a... Oh, here we go. Yeah, they're going to go for the Bellibolt. This is why I said we need the Bellibolt to not get knocked out here. And there's the stamp. Doesn't matter. And Cult of Wrath, unfortunately, we're in a situation where that doesn't do a whole lot. So I actually want to do 200 to the Garchomp. Are you ready for the most pro-level play? So I have to make sure I don't do more than 200 damage to the Garchomp. The reason for that is that their Spiritomb can knock out my Fez. So if I put 220 on the Garchomp, the Spiritomb would knock out the Fez. Okay, so I want to have 10 energy in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have to use 1 Kilowattrel. We have to retreat the Fez and use 1 Kilowattrel. All right, well, there's a Bellibolt. Okay. Step 1 is retreat this guy. Step 2 is put the Voltorb in the front. And then we have to use 1 Kilowattrel. And that is fine. Okay, we're apparently never going to find one of those. I think there's 2 Tadbulb in the deck, by the way. Thank you. And we want to, yeah, Levincia, just all the energy back. We have Max Rod. All right, so we're doing 2 hundo. The question is, if they go for the Tadbulb, I think we're okay. It's if they judge me that we're in a bit of a dilly of a pickle here. Okay, so I think we're good. As long as they don't go for the Fez. But when would they do that? When would they go for the Fez? They're never going to go for the Fez. You know, they're out of Gust cards. They've only played 1 bosses. But yeah, if they Gust the Fez at any point, we lose the game. Because they can knock out the Voltorb this turn and then Gust the Fez next turn, and I think I'm out of Iono. Oh, we haven't even played an Iono. Okay, so we're golden. But of course, if they retreat into the Garchomp, the other Garchomp, and put a power weight on it, then we are big screwed. Okay, not sure why you attached that there. Oh, they got the bosses on the Fez. Okay, so they just had the Gust on the Fez, and they triply win the game. Man, so all we've done today is face Dust Noir decks and now Garchomp. So maybe we just cut the Fez. Zeus? No, that's what the... Yeah, I mean, they don't really need it. All right, well, let's do this for our sanity here. Let's do as much damage. Let's do as much damage as alienly possible, extraterrestrially possible. All right, well, let's just put all of it on the Voltorb. Here we go. Take all your time in the world, PDCGL. Take all the time in the world. See, we could have done it. We could have won this game. We could have so easily won this game, but then PDCGL decided to be a butt face. All right, win-loss counter 2 and 3. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, are they not here? Wait a minute. This will count. If we see the victory screen, this will be a win. Ah, they're here. Damn it. And yes, make sure you redeem that new code because it's 2 packs and a couple other cards. All right, so this stream is going about as badly as I thought it was going to go. You know, I think Erica's tomorrow is going to go worse, but if we just hit not a fighting deck, we should be okay. Yeah, PDCGL is breaking. All right, so we'll try. I mean, these aren't necessarily my list. These are just Japanese lists. So we'll try my list, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so I am kind of starting to see why this didn't do much in Japan. Friday freakiness? Yeah, it's a Freaky Friday. But hey, if I don't do well for the next 30 minutes, I'll switch to Heliolisk and maybe Voltorb EX. You know, we'll play some really wacky decks. You want to see me whack off? Press 1 if you want to see me whack off with Canari. Okay, yeah, I guess we slapped the Tadbulb up there. Wait, are we going second or first? Of course, we're going first. So actually, I'm going to send up the Kilowattrel and believe in the heart of the cards, baby. Send up the Kilowattrel or the Wattrel, we're going in the heart of the cards. All right, well, attached to you, and hey, they can't do anything turn 1. This is an easy one. This is an easy win. All right, we're gonna go for the turn 1 Canari, but yeah, I just feel like, hey, wouldn't Lilies be better turn 1? Because Canari doesn't get you energy. That's the problem. You need someone who can get you energy. Like, imagine if Viridian Forest still existed in Standard. That'd be amazing. There's no way you have energy. Oh my god, they're going to get the energy switch knockout. They're not playing a Venusaur build. They're playing just Ogerpon Meganium. They're going to get the energy switch and make me hate life. Please don't. Oh, it's Hydrapple. Okay, so then they definitely don't have energy switch. Okay, I don't think bosses is going to be that necessary this game. I don't think it's necessarily going to be that necessary. But do we really need lilies? You know, if we're doing everything right, we don't need stinking lilies. All right, so let's get rid of that, and we'll put the Voltorb down in case we get crazy draws here. Why did I get that spread of cards? Wait, why did I get that spread of cards exactly? Can someone explain that to me? All right, so we go Flashing Draw. Get 10 energy. Oh, wow, we got 2. All right, well, let us attach 1 to you. Let's attach 2 to you. We'll retreat off 1, go into the Wattrel, Levincia. And as long as they don't have a Gust knockout on my Bellibolt, I think we win the game. Because I'll just put 1 on the Wattrel, 1 on the Tadbulb, and then we have Lilies for next turn. So this is what I learned with this deck, is that, yeah, Canari's good, but it doesn't get you energy. What? Okay. So that's what I learned, is if you don't... they're playing Forest of Vitality and they just got 2 rare... Nope. I'm a new pilot. I don't freak out when nonsensical things happen. And PDCGL gives my opponent the nuts. We are a calm pilot. It's family friendly Friday. It's no freak out Friday. It is not. It's Freaky Friday, but not that kind of freaky, if you know what I mean. God, did they seriously just rip? Like, it's the fact that... Oh, yeah, and of course I got the Iono, but it's the fact that they ripped the double candy, double stage 2s. They ripped double candy, double stage 2, which is insane. And then they still had Iono, and also they are playing Forest of Vitality. Okay, they gave me a golden shower. As long as we can loop Voltorb, we win this game. It is that simple. We just gotta loop Voltorb. You loop it, you swoop it, then you pull. Also, Bellibolt can knock out an Ogerpon whenever it wants, so that's 2 free prizes. All right, here we go. Don't suck a butt. Fezandipiti, I choose you. All right, here we go. Here we go. Everyone, this is going to be perfect. I am perfect. There's nothing wrong with me. We are going to win every single game, and it's going to be great. So I think step 1, we Lilies for 8. And then we get 10 energy. We got several energy, and we got a Kilowattrel, so I don't think there's any way we don't take the knockout this turn unless PDCGL is like, hey, you know what would suck if you got all your cards? Okay, what are we doing? 200? Easy. Easy dubs here. All right, and then we Bellibolt 1 more. I guess we put this back on the Kilowattrel. We will just discard, because we have the Levincia to get 2 energy every turn, so we may as well use the double Kilowattrel while we still have it. And yeah, we don't want to put too much energy on the Bellibolt, because that's bad. But yeah, this is an easy win. I wanted to spread them like cheeks. This is an easy win. How is that only... Oh, because I haven't Fez yet. All right, well, let's... I guess I Ultra Ball away the Bellibolt and the Poffin. And go get... Oh, ho, ho, hang on. Okay. Any chance that we could get one of them Voltorbs that this deck supposedly has? All right, well, let's put 3 energy on a Kilowattrel, I guess. And then Voltaic Chain. So we can very easily knock out that Hydrapple. But it's just, it felt like I was using Canary because I had to, not because I wanted to. So we prize 2 Voltorb. And that's realistically our only good attacker in this deck. And we're about to lose a bunch of energy. They got the Diplin, that's fine. But that's kind of crazy. And there's a Hero's Cape. Okay. Good thing I didn't get rid of that bosses. We are definitely going to need bosses here, because I think I have 18 energy in the deck, so we can't... Can we knock it out? Hang on. 10... Oh, okay, they're going to boss as a Kilowattrel. Okay, that's fine. That makes my life slightly easier, actually. Oh, yeah, base me with your Syrup Storm, Ulag. Yeah, I don't think we can do it. But I can 2-shot it fairly easily. Okay, so... That's cool. Love that. Let's Levincia. We're going to go 2. And then I guess I just Night Stretcher for a Wattrel. And then we save the Max Rod for next turn. So we go Wattrel down. Bellibolt, a bunch of energy into play. 1, 2... Oh, geez. Click to place was a mistake. And then that there. Yeah, I guess we try to go for the bosses. Because all I need is 2 bosses to win the game. That's not 2 bosses. Like, literally all I need to win the game is 2 bosses. Again, these are not bosses hors d'oeuvres. These are bad cards. All right, well, let's make sure we don't screw up too much here. And we'll put 1 there. I can't Ultra Ball. I mean, I guess we just Ultra Ball away the Canari and the Lilies. And then, yeah, we need one of them Voltorb. So we have bosses, we have Canari. So for sure, do not play 4 Canari. What you absolutely want to do is have 2 Canari and 4 Pokegear. That is what you want to do. There's the bosses. Thank you for sucking my butt. All right, well, let's go crazy, I guess. I mean, we would have knocked it out. If they didn't have Heroescape, we would have knocked it out, and that's kind of crazy. That is pretty cool that we would have knocked it out if they just, you know, didn't have everything they needed. So if they don't have double Gust, we win the game. As long as they don't just go Gust, we win. I feel like if Heroescape is their ace spec, then they're just basically relying on probably 1 more bosses. Oh, easy. Easy dubs. I think we attacked with the Bellibolt here. I think we just don't waste any time, because if I just attack with the Bellibolt here and then the Bellibolt again next turn, that's it. Then we just triply win the game. And then of course we get double. Then of course we get double freaking bosses. Oh man. Then we just get double freaking bosses. Ah, this game. This freaking game. All right. So I just want to thin the deck. Let's get Kilowattrel and Wattrel. So we're going to go Kilowattrel into play. We'll get Wattrel down. And I don't think we waste any energy. I think we just go Fezandipiti because I have Max Rod. I have a couple things. We have Levincia. Okay, well now I can do whatever the hell I want because I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm 40. All right, so let's attach to the Wattrel. And I know we're in a potential oopsie of a daisy if something bad happens with trapping the Fez, but we have more energy. So that is what I like about the Iono's archetype, is that Voltorb can get it up really easily. It doesn't need any blue pills or... doesn't need any blue pills or anything. It just gets it up real easy. There's those Voltorb I put in the deck. Isn't this game great? Isn't this game so much fun? So yeah, we literally just win the game if we get a bosses, and I think it's impossible for us not to get our bosses. Because between double Kilowattrel and a Fezandipiti, and potentially triple Kilowattrel, with 2 bosses in deck, a Night Stretcher, Max Rod, Levincia, I think there's 0 chance that we don't win this game with a Bellibolt KO. Because remember, Bellibolt can't attack on back-to-back turns, because, you know, obviously they had to nerf this card. You know, this card was way too good. They had to nerf it. You know, it's nerf or nothing. And Leah, thank you for watching this Stunfist video. I appreciate it. If you watch the stream and the YouTube videos, that's just really cool. You know, you're really cool if you do that. You know, I would baste you with a syrup storm any day. I would cover you, you know, because that's what Canadians call it never mind. I would cover you in my syrup storm any day. And for funsies, so they don't know that we have the bosses. Keep that in mind. They don't know that we have bosses. They did 570. I'm going to go for the one-shot here. All right, we're going for the one-shot. I'm going to base them with a syrup storm. Press 1 if you want to see me base somebody with a syrup storm. All right, well, there's a stupid Canary. So not good. Canary is not good. You got to only play 2. Do not play 4 Canary. If you're playing 4 Canary, that's bad. Well, as we learn, Jag Bomb, Zekrom punches itself in the balls. Isn't that so cool? It's a good thing I wasn't punished for that. All right, so what do we want? To win. What are we going to do? Win. Oh, yeah, that was click to place there. Yeah, do not play 4 Canary. That is just a fool's errand. You fool. Oh, this is going to be great. Please be 340. Oh, it's 380. Oh, hang on. Maybe we can do more. Can we do more? Do we have more? Oh, beautiful. There you go. A nice even 400. You know, that's the sequel to 300. Well, actually, there was a prequel to 300 that nobody watched. But there you go. We did 400 damage. We prized. So I could have knocked it out. I could have, if we didn't. So I had the knockout on I had enough energy in the deck to one-shot a Hydrapple with a Hero's Cape. But of course, PDC Jail wouldn't let us have fun. Yeah, so we'll play one more with the 22 energy build just to see how it goes. So I think this is the turning point. This is the moment. All right. Aventus Tugnut. Aventus Gesundheit. Wasn't this? Yeah, Zeus, I forgot. I thought I switched lists because things were going so bad. All right, so we are 3-3 now. It's not looking good for people who voted on 8 wins. But I was just thinking about what energy was in the deck. I didn't realize we prized so much. Okay, am I going first or second? I'm going first. So we are... Again, we start Lilies. I put 4 Canari in the deck. Oh, this is an easy win. Okay, so unfortunately, we didn't get a good enough start. Like, you need to start a Tadbulb and a Wattrel. If you start Tadbulb, Wattrel, you're totally fine. In an alternate universe, we started a Tadbulb, but then we knock out the stupid Absol. But I think this turn we just do nothing. Because we can't do anything. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's cool. Love that. So I guess I get rid of double energy and then hope we get a Levincia here or something. So we go for the Tadbulb. I really don't want to lose too much energy. The problem is that we might lose Voltorb next turn. But like, what are the 2 cards going to be? Right? Like, okay, let's just, yes, probably I should have attacked, or I should have used Kilowattrel's ability to drop to 6. But what if I just get 2 more energy? How does that doesn't help me at all? Right? I need more basics, but that doesn't help me. And this is why you need to start Canari turn 1 or else you're just out of the game already. But if I put Levincia into... Okay, I think we're okay. I think we'll be okay. You know what? I just felt a... You know, it's like a Teal-Masked Ogerpon just gave me a golden leaf shower. A wave of happiness just washed over me when they played that penny. I thought we were going to get Crispin. We were going to lose our Canari. But then we get everything. So, oh yeah, we broke the game. So this will be the purple one. Yeah, the first one is always the card without the thing, and then the second one is PDC Gel glitching out. All right, so that's an easy win. We're just going to take back shots. Oh, we prize 2 Wattrel. All right, that's fine. And then we go Tadbulb, Bellibolt, Voltorb. All right, so you, and we just sort of start prepping. So I'm willing to hit into them. Like, I know their whole deck strategy is to suck huge butts, but I'm willing to hit into them because it guarantees a knockout next turn. Because there's no way they can get multiple... Oh, hello. All right, wait. Because there's no way they can get all their Monkey Dory set up. Even if they do some Monkey Dory shenanigans, what are they going to do? Knock out a Tadbulb or a Wattrel? Oh no, not my Tadbulb or my Wattrel. Whatever will I do? All right, so let's make sure the Voltorb are all powered up. We have everything we need for next turn. Totally happy doing 140. Because essentially, we're trading 1 prize for 3 prizes. Yeah, I showed them my balls, and they got scared. You know, they turned into Paul Walker because they're running scared after I showed them my balls. And there's the good old trolley or energize. Can you believe that in 1 month, this will never happen again? That we're never going to see an Arven for trolley and turbo energize? It's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a sad day, but also a very fun day. And yeah, so I was kind of worried that they could go attach an energy switch, knock out a Tadbulb or a Wattrel, but that's all they can do. Yeah, like I'm happy to see Arven go. They're reprinting it in TCG Pocket, which is insane, by the way. But I'm happy to see it go. But they're putting it in TCG Pocket where it's a coin flip, and then it's one or the other based on the coin flip result. Okay, so they're going to turbo energize with the monkey. I would imagine they're going to go, yeah, for the Tadbulb. So we have to evolve that Tadbulb. That's okay. Yeah, Leah, that's going to suck. That is such a, you know, dystopian future that we have ahead of us. Turn 1 Ultra Ball for Meowth for Petrol for Trolley. That is such, I do not want to live in that world. Can we live in any other world than that? Yeah, the day we lost Irida and Radiant Greninja was a dark, dark day. All right, if I can just find bosses, we're good to go here. Yeah, imagine playing Petrol and Transceiver. Okay, well, that's cool. Yeah, we're going to have to play like Transceiver and Petrol and Team Rocket's Factory in decks that have no use for any of those cards. Oh yeah, Radiant Greninja was toxic. You know, you think the Dusknoir meta is bad? Go back in time to when we had to deal with Radiant Greninja. All right, so let's get all that there. We're knocking out the monkey. There's no point doing anything else. We are fully set up. They have to use their monkeys expertly. They can one-shot a Bellibolt if they want, but I have a second Bellibolt. Okay, yeah, 4 Canari is real bad. I didn't bother changing this specific list because it works. The 22 energy list works well enough. Losing Iono is going to, yeah, Judge, the Judge meta. And I've mentioned this before, we don't have confirmation that Judge is going to be in perfect order, but there's room for like 5 or 6 cards in perfect order that we don't know about yet. And there were 6 cards that were reprints. It was Countercatcher, or sorry, not, oh God, forget that word. I did not speak that word. It was Pokemon Catcher, Judge, Energy Search, Potion, Pokeball, and something else. So Judge is obviously the big one. And then Crushing Hammer. Crushing Hammer is the 6th one. So there's just enough room for those reprints in perfect order. And Typo. Oh, no, it's Harlequin and Lucian are the ones. So I'll put those on screen while they're doing the thing. Harley Quinn and Lucian are the world we're going to have to live in. And I am so excited. Did you just put a freaking Bravery Charm on that Kangaskhan thinking it will save you? No one is coming to save you. Oh, crap. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, they're going for the Bellibolt. That's okay. So, yes. Well, oh, wait. Did they just do 200 and they don't think I can retreat my... Okay, that's not cool. That's... I really wish you'd taken the knockout. All right, let me cover that up. That's a clown question, bro. Okay, this is fine. We have Bellibolt. So obviously they're saving the Bellibolt. And I'm going to have to Lillie. So they're going to try and take a big turn next turn. They're going to try and probably knock out both Bellibolt in one turn. Which is obviously not great for us. Okay, we're going to retreat. So it's actually a very smart play by them. Usually I beat this deck, no problem, but they're actually being intelligent, which is really bad for us. It's really bad when your opponent knows what they're doing. All right, so is this a situation where I use the Battle Cage? Because we're only at 260. If I go Ultra Ball, we get rid of that and that. And there's nothing to get. So we have 7 energy and we have Max Rod and triple Night Stretcher. We can definitely take this knockout. It is within the realm of possibility that we take this knock. Did I just take this knockout? Hang on, because we have Max Rod, so I think we got it. All right, I'll attach 1 there, and then we go Flashing Draw. We did not get an energy there, so we have 4, so we use the Max Rod. And then we go and get 1, 2, 3. I mean, if I just spread cheeks nicely, then I think we can win the game easily. So yeah, let's put that there, that there, that there, that there. And then Voltaire Chain for 360, baby. What am I, Phil Spencer, who's actually leaving Xbox because I'm a 360? All right, so remember, they got rid of that stupid boss's orders. Oh, wow, there's all the Wattrel. All right, so obviously what their strategy this turn is, number 1, bump the Battle Cage. Number 2, knock out my Bellibolt on the bench. Number 3, I don't think they can win. Right, because I have my bosses now, I have double Kilowattrel. This deck plays a 4-3 Kilowattrel line. Even if they Iono me or stamp me, they haven't even taken a prize yet, by the way. Even if they Iono me or stamp me, I think we're still in there. And that's a very easy Pokemon for me to take 2 prizes on to win the game. But yeah, so Lucian and Harlequin. Jay Deerhart did the math apparently on Twitter, and this is better than Lucian just in terms of seeing a better outcome. But I really can't convince myself, hey, let's play Harlequin. I would much rather just play Lucian. If I can find it. And see, Battle Cage putting in work, baby. So because of the Battle Cage, they can't hit the Bellibolt on the bench. So they would have to find Lively Stadium. But yeah, Lucian is just more fun because you're going to get bodied much easier. And you give them more cards. And there's, you know, more variance. And it's just worse. Wait, what? They had the bosses? Wait, they had the bosses the entire time? And this is what they chose to do? Uh-oh. So they... Okay. Interesting decision by them. They could have potentially won the game, but I'm just that good at Pokemon cards. And we also had the energy. Look at this. Look at this. 360? What am I, an Xbox? Because I'm just doing 360 damage and watch us prize something really good. Okay, well, that never mind. Ignore that. The previous prizes were bad. The double Wattrel was bad. So does Canari fix the deck? I mean, it makes it slightly better, but no, you do not need 4. If you have 4 Canari, I'm going to fly a Canari straight into your coal mine, and I'm going to tell you, you should probably see a doctor about what I found in there. And never to let me down too late. Your comment was too late. And Typo, I'm sure you saw the YouTube short, right? You saw my YouTube short about how it's not doing great. All right, so let's switch to the... I mean, this is a 22 energy build. What do I got? What do I got here? And Brawl Stars, it'll be in the description of the YouTube video. I don't think I put it in the old decks with new cards video. I don't think I did. I might have. I don't believe I did, but it's always possible. There's always a possibility. I did? Okay, if you really want to find it, you can go back about 2 months or a month and a half, and you can find the old decks with new cards for Ascended Heroes, or just wait for the YouTube video tomorrow. All right, so Canari plus Pokegear. So we cut 2 of those. We definitely cut the stupid Night Stretcher. We're going to add a Poffin. We can cut an energy. We're going to have, what, like 4 Pokegear? So we have 2 bosses. We have Battle Cage. So, yeah, we'll cut a Wattrel because, you know, there's no way we prize 2 more again, right? And then we do want one copy of Iono just so we can affect their hand. I guess actually Zerosic might be funny. But as long as we can get a good turn, we'll be okay. So yeah, let's just go 4 Pokegear. No, why do you need Pokepad when you have Canari? Who needs Pokepad when you have Canari? And I guess we could have like a superior energy retrieval or something. Like we could go for Sacred Ash. We could just have everything, right? We could go Sacred. No, we don't want Sacred Ass. We do not want to eat any Sacred Ass here. We want to go Energy Recycler. Energy Recycler, Max Rod, Superior. Super Smash Cart. Hey, if you use my link, I get money. What do you mean the Pokemon that's made specifically for the card? Electros? Because I have taste for Levincia better than Energy Recycler, but what if they never bump the Levincia? That's the problem. Is I've had games where they just never bump the Levincia, and you can only use the 1 Levincia per turn, so it's only 2. But I mean, I can do 400 damage if we just stick with that. So yeah, let's up it to 3 Levincia. Oh, I have that built. Don't you worry. I have that built. And, you know, let's just play Super Rot, you know, because I think recycling is good. I'm all about recycling. Okay. This should be a deck that exists. I don't really know why I'm keeping the Fez, but we'll keep the Fez. And Spindrift, I think I played the Tortuga deck and it just doesn't work because people aren't playing enough items anymore. If Badoo didn't exist, the Tortuga item deck would be really good. But stupid Badoo exists, so you can't really play it anymore. It's just annoying that if Badoo didn't exist, more people would play more items. But then the Tortuga. And Never Let Me Down. The one that I don't... Well, actually, technically, I make more money from you. What is this start? Did you notice how I added more consistency and then we immediately get an unplayable hand? So I put less energy and we have a more unplayable hand, but they're not going to do anything turn 1. And neither are we. All right, did I count that win? I'm pretty sure I counted that win. Yeah. Oh, see, they just get the turn 1 trolley turbo energize. Is this what the 1500s are like? Is this the 1500s? Because I haven't been in the 1500s for a while. Is this what it's like up here? I'm not quite sure what the weight is. I guess people in the 1500s also check their deck. Okay. And why don't you put in Pichu? How about you put in the little Pichu? But yeah, typo, go watch all of my YouTube shorts. I talked about all the decks in perfect order and how all of them are failing except Doublade? Yeah, Decidueye's failing, Salazzle's failing, Mega Clefable's failing, everything's failing. Well, to be fair, there's only like 10 shorts on there. I only recently started uploading shorts, so it's not like I have 100 shorts up there. You know, normally I take my shorts off. Spindrift, every deck needs a life-size Lopunny doll. I agree. Well, that was fun. That was a fun one. You know, I'm glad I spent all that time, you know, making sure this deck is well put together. You know, we have 3 Pokegear. We have a Super Rod, we have an Energy Recycler. You know what? We're gonna Clearly, we don't have enough Pokegear. We have to cut the Levincia. We have to cut the Levincia. That's what's happening. We got to cut the Levincia. And Zeus, you want to play Tyrantrum? Well, that's the cool thing about rotation is that everything is up for grabs. Right, like everything is up for grabs when rotation out. Anything can happen. I mean, the tryhards are just going to play Dragapult and Lucario, which makes sense because they're the best. But, you know, if you find a deck that can beat both of those, you're in good company. And why don't I have Tyrantrum saved to my computer? Why does Trust Your Pilot not have it saved to his computer? Okay. Azumarill, I know. Azumarill beats them both. And you can play the EX with the list that I built, and you can also deal with other decks. Did we just get a double Poffin start? Is that a double Poffin start that I see? The world is a great place when PTC GL gives you both of your Poffin turn 1. So I think it's just Tadbulb, Wattrel, and then Tadbulb, Voltorb, and then we win. Tadbulb, Voltorb, and then that's GG. We definitely attached to the active. This Pokegear, okay. I can guarantee you right now, this Pokegear is going to get me a Canary. Press 1 if you believe that this Pokegear will get me a Canary. I completely switched the list around. There's no more 22 energy. No. I spent so much time saying, oh, this deck is Badoo proof. Oh, this deck is just Badoo proof because Canary just gets you everything. And then we get Badooed, and now I can't use Pokegear to find it. All that blusteringness, and then we get Badooed turn 1. I didn't think there was any chance. You know, you don't normally see Badoo in a Teal Mask Ogerpon deck. But do you know what we can do? You know what can happen? You know what? I'm not giving you 3 more cards, buddy. They didn't do anything, right? Yeah, they just Turo'd? Yeah, see, watch this. Yeah, oh, you shut off my items? I knock out your Badoo. Easy. See, that's, you know, you need something to knock out a Badoo turn 1? There you go. You don't need stupid Ethan's Pichu. There we go. And if we just get the Canary next turn with the Pokegear, we are so in business. So this list, compared to the other one, has 20 energy. Doesn't have 22. Fezandipiti's still there. We got 4 Pokegear. I dropped my pants. I dropped my shorts. We have 4 Pokegear, 2 Canary. Don't watch the VOD to see what happened in the first game that I played. That we don't talk about that one. But this is a free win. Because the only way that they can do... Oh, they got nothing. They got nothing. We're knocking out that Bulbasaur. You're going to be real Bulbasaur after I beat you off. All right, so we just have to evolve. We get Canary. We evolve. We're fine. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We got it. Okay, so I'm not even going to bother with stupid Iono. Actually, do I want to bother with stupid... No, we don't want to bother with stupid Iono. We just want to go get everybody. So we get Bellibolt, double Kilowattrel, and another Bellibolt, baby. Just the gang is all here. What am I, Team Avatar? Because the gang is all here. Get it? Because his name's Aang, and they're a group of people, so they call them the gang. Because his name is... Never mind. Okay, so we go... Attach 1 to you, 1 to you. We knock out their face. Get 17 energy. Oh, wow, we actually kind of did. No, that's the official terminology. They are called the gang. You can't boo reality. You can't boo facts. All right, and then what if we get a Levincia? Well, actually, if we get a Levincia, I probably don't play it, right? Actually, never mind, I do. You know what? They're having such a rough time. We're having a good time. Don't stop me now. And yeah, we'll just put energy, energy, energy. Don't even need the superior. Look at that. We're doing 140. Yeah, see, Kilometers knows what I'm talking about. And if you had Hitmonchan, Yeah, there's a couple Pokemon. Like I think there's, what is it, the Bruxish that I played in the Feraligatr deck? Remember those dark times where I played a Bruxish in my Feraligatr deck and it actually kind of worked? The fact that they're still here is commendable, but they're too far behind. They can't win the game. Once this deck gets set up, if you don't have a way to take multiple prizes or just gust every single turn, you easily lose the game, right? If you stumble for one turn and you have no way to come on my back, there is no way you can win. And did you know there is a Pokemon card with the attack hop on my back? If you know who it is without looking it up, type it in the chat right now. I bet you don't know who it is. I'll give you a hint. I go even... oh, crap. I gotta come up with a good joke here. Even when it's not Christmas, I dress up in a Santa outfit and go to the mall to talk to all the divorced moms, and they sit on my... Well, that's not going in the YouTube video. No, they don't sit on my tragedy. They don't sit on my tragedy. That's not what we call it. The answer is Lapras. They sit on my lap wrist. Get it? Because I dress up as Santa Claus and they sit on my lap wrist. Eh? Get it? Because that was a good hint. Okay, I think they're playing Dragapult. I'm not sure. I mean, if they're playing Dragapult, we got to believe in the heart of the cards here. My deck is evolving. Okay, well, we're screwed. We do beat Dragapult if we get a Tadbulb. Oh, we don't beat Alakazam. we beat Dragapult. We don't beat Alakazam. Not with this hand. Okay, so we beat Dragapult. I don't think we beat Alakazam unless they falter for 2 turns. Or, you know, if we get a Tadbulb. If we just had a stupid Tadbulb, we'd be fine. Okay, so they're playing Dawn. There's not a whole lot I can do. I mean, they did have to go for an Abra. But realistically, the only way you beat Alakazam is if they beat off themselves. Right? Like, as much as you want to say, like, oh, my skill helped me beat Alakazam. No, realistically, if they just fail for 1 turn or 2 turns, then you have a chance. And Spindrift, well, how many petrol you got? That's the real question, is how many petrol you got? I mean, I guess I have to put the Levincia down. I really don't want to, but... because they're going to probably have triple Battle Cage. But let's go... yeah, double Tadbulb. We're going to Canari again. They release an update, something breaks. That's just the way of the world. All right, I don't think they're doing anything next turn. They probably have an Alakazam knockout, so we should probably put the Voltorb down. All right, so Tadbulb, Voltorb, Kilowattrel. I will attach to the Voltorb. We're going to give him the old flashing draw. All right, well, I think we have a lot of Kilowattrel here. So if they happen to get the knockout next turn, I think that's just GG's. Because they can very easily loop attackers. I only have 1 Iono. The 2 Canari, I mean, I haven't even played a Pokegear. This is kind of what happened in my testing, which was really weird, is that I'd put 4 Pokegear in my decks and I'd never see them. So I think something like Tatsugiri wouldn't be a bad idea, just to, you know, maybe you cut out Pokegear and you just put in Tatsugiri. I know, Tatsugiri is the devil. But like, what else you got, right? You gotta make tough calls. And 4 Wet Lights, that is actually a good That's good. Like, I told you about the Raging Bolt issue. And, oh yeah, here's the Tyrantrum that I really want to make work. Because, like, look at this. You put a Mist Energy on it, or whatever the Rock Fighting Energy on it, or you just go Counter Gain Rock Fighting. It has 330 hit points. Luxurious Cape is gone from the game, which sucks. But, yeah, I know, Badoo. So you go first and play 4 Carmine. That's kind of what you gotta do. You gotta go first and play 4 Carmine or something. There's the Battle Cage. No, it's Counter Catcher that's rotating. Counter Gain is staying. Experience Share is rotating. Counter Gain is staying. I get those two mixed up all the time. It's so tough to keep it in mind. But no, it's Counter Gain is staying. Counter Catcher is rotating. Along with... Oh, hey, that's pretty good. So we can actually potentially win this one. Okay, okay, we got this. We got this. I don't want to put too many Bellibolt down, though. So we have Voltorb. But the thing is, if I put too many Bellibolt down, they just kind of win the game. So let's just go these guys. You down. We can't risk putting too many Bellibolt in play. We just basically need to put as many Bellibolt as we need to win the game into play. And I don't know why I didn't do that better, but whatever. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're knocking out this Dunsparce no matter what. There's 18 energy in this deck. Sorry, no, there's 20. There's 20 energy in this deck. And we drew into our 2 bosses, and yeah, okay, that's cool. All right, well, we have 2 bosses. We don't have our Iono yet. As long as they don't target and knock out my Bellibolt this turn, we can win. Yeah, it's 20 plus, yeah. Thankfully, it's not 20 times, it's 20 plus. If it was 20 times, I would have cried myself to sleep like I do most nights. Because For the Win didn't message me and say, "Good night, sweetie pie." That's what he calls me. You know, we have pet names. I call him my tea and biscuits. I call him my sausage and biscuits. And I'm his little, well, we have many names that aren't, you know, stream friendly. Yeah, so I'm doing a lot of pre-rotation, post-rotation videos right now that are gonna roll out like the Autobots very soon. Yeah, there you go. And of course they get the fan Rotom, but I can knock out your Alakazam next turn. And it's so confusing. Like, Experience Share and Counter Catcher are rotating, but Counter Gain is remaining. So one counter card is going, one counter card is staying. Experience Share, which is like a pseudo counter gain, is leaving. It's just, it gets confusing with what's leaving and what's staying. But I think we can win this game if I just target their Alakazam. Right? Because they went... Yeah, if we just target the Alakazam, we're golden, right? And Zeus? Oh, I'll make a list in my Road Decks video for Perfect Order for sure. But it pretty much builds itself. 4 Rock Fighting Energy, 4 Counter Gain. I mean, you could go like 4 Carmine. There's a lot of ways to play it, but realistically, Counter Gain's probably going to be really important, and same with Rock Fighting Energy. Okay, Voltorb time. Well, it's Voltorb time. Okay, this is concerning. What if I don't get it? Hey, what if I do all this and we don't get it? How sad would that be? All right, so let's go Voltorb Energy. Okay. And then we Poffin. Go get a Voltorb. Accelerate your breath. Okay. And then we're going to Ultra Ball away the Wattrel and the Lilies. I think at this point I have to put the Bellibolt down. Do we even have our 1 Iono? We do have our 1 Iono. We have Max Rod. We have 14 energy in the deck. We prized our other Levincia, which is not good. But I think in this situation, I just have to go for it, right? Okay. Well, like I need 1 energy if I don't boss it. All right, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't trust this game enough. And I'm so glad I didn't. All right, so Levincia down. And then we have to go get 2 energy. This was almost disastrous. I put the ass in disastrous. All right, then we'll set you up. Okay, how much damage are we doing? We're doing, okay, that's a lie. We're doing 100. Okay, but if they gust and thrust, I think we just... I'm going to bosses the Kadabra. I'm bossing the Kadabra here. I know it's weird, but it's what I'm doing, okay? Because I have to save the Iono for when they eventually knock out a Bellibolt. We know at some point they're knocking out a Bellibolt. And I didn't really need to use the Lilies that turn, and by knocking out the Kadabra, I shut off a draw of 3 with an Alakazam. So in a way, it kind of helped because it shuts them off from getting 3 more cards, but obviously they have enough cards. So it's going to be very interesting here. And they just had rare candy. Okay. It seems like every situation where I do the good thing and then I explain my reasoning and it actually makes sense, hopefully, PTCGL is just like, nah, they had it. You know, you did everything right now. They had bosses. They had rare candy Alakazam. They have energy. Just get out of here, pilot. Mods, can we ban Clamburglar? Can we please ban Clamburglar from the face of the earth? You know, can Clamburglar be on the first Elon Musk PP shuttle to Mars? Oh wait, no, isn't that Bezos that has the phallic-shaped rockets? Yeah, and you can't delete that message, Clamburglar. That's there forever. That is etched in the annals of internet lore. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if both do. True. All right, so are they just going to waste a Dunsparce here? Or are they going to retreat and just save the Dunsparce for a potential Iono because they are smart? And they also get almost a perfect KO here. Remember, they're not BMing by taking their time. PTCGL doesn't tell you how many cards are in your hand. So they had to do the manual count and then be like, oh, I can play Battle Cage. Because this game is well-balanced and fun. All right, well, they made a huge oopsie. They made a massive mistake here, I think, by not putting any Dunsparce into play. So let's go Electric Steamer. Iono them to 3. They have no draw. They have no draw. There is no way they're getting themselves out of this. They have literally a 33 freaking card deck right now. There is no world in which they get out of this. And, I mean, I guess we use 1 Kilowattrel just because I have Energy Recycler and I have Max Rod. There you go. That worked out very beautifully. All right, and then we go... Yeah, I guess we just put 2 on the... We just spread them like cheeks. There we go. 200 damage. They do have a Fan Rotom KO. So there's a world where I probably should have attacked with the Bellibolt. Actually, I probably should have attacked with the Bellibolt in that situation. But I'm a bosses away from winning the game. And remember that Bellibolt can't... Are you freaking kidding me? Couldn't have been Dawn? Couldn't have been Dawn or something? No, oh yeah, we just got the Lilies like that, bro. We just got the Lilies like that, bro. No worries, bro. Okay, so unless they have a Wondrous Patch, they ain't doing nothing this turn. Except knocking me out with Fan Rotom. But I can potentially win. They need Rare Candy, Alakazam Energy next turn in order to win the game. And I can... And they also need a Gust card. So definitely what we do here is... Wait, do I take the knockout with Kilowattrel? And save the Voltorb? No, we have to take the knockout with the Voltorb, and then the Bellibolt we save for last. All right, they're wearing a bra. I think it's over because we only have the one Iono on the list because you're not expecting to face off against Alakazam. Well, we need that bosses real quick. We need that bosses real quick now. And of course, the Fan Rotom is going to be the MVP of this game. All right, bosses, I choose you. Okay, Voltorb. Let's get it done, baby. Okay, not like that. Not like that. Okay. And then I guess what I do is superior away the Lilies and the Pokegear. Don't worry, this is all part of my master plan. I know what I'm doing. And then we take a steamer, an electric steamer all over them, and Kilowattrel once. Okay, that's insane. All right, was not expecting that kind of a draw, but that's all right. We'll make it work. And then we go Kilowattrel for probably 5 more energy. Yep, exactly how I drew it up. Okay, and then yep, sure, you want an energy, you can have an energy. And then we have to go, if the last card in the deck is bosses, we lose the game. There's no way. There is no way. I'm pretty sure we have another bosses in the deck. The last card in the deck is the bosses. There is no way. There is absolutely no universe where that just happened. You have to be kidding me. You have to be joking. Surely you jest. There's no way. It has to be prized, right? I don't know if there's any way for us to check, but I'm pretty sure I saw 2 bosses earlier on in this game, so the last card in my deck was a bosses. That is insane. This game is great. You know, if you check out my latest tweet about how broken this game is, how they broke Raging Bolt with the last update, I don't feel bad for exposing them, because come on. This is insane that just happened. And they had Rare Candy Alakazam anyway. And even if they don't have the Gust this turn, they still win next turn. Oh man, but I want to show you that the last card in the deck was a bosses. I just want to, hopefully they don't Gust this turn and they just realize they have game no matter what. I would not have done that. That is not a move I would have made, because if they don't do that, they win. Oh, they're really digging deep. They are just like, if I don't get a Gust card, I lose this game. And yeah, I tweeted about exactly. So I tweeted about the issue and how to fix it, and now we'll never know. But I mean, you can re-look at it, and you know that the last card in deck was the bosses. That was insane. We still would have lost. I'll admit that we still would have lost the game, but that was still insane. All right, let's try the Pokepad build. Yeah, let's try Trust Your Pilot has a mental breakdown and put Pokepad instead of Canari in the deck. I mean, I guess if we're playing Zekrom, we don't need the Voltorb. And yeah, we can cut that. So we have N's plan. We have Iono. We can play with our balls. We have, yeah, we can go for 4 Pokepad because we're not playing Canari. Actually, no, we want to have 3 Poffin. Yeah, Palpad would have helped. Palpad would have been great, wouldn't it? And I don't have a super rod, so I guess we want to play with our rod a little bit. So let's go superb rod. And then we'll play Raging Bolt after this one. Canes in Madness. I mean, a 50% win rate for this deck is kind of good. You know, the fact that we're still in the, whatchamacallit, we're still in the 1500s, that's kind of crazy to me. Yeah, PAL Pad would have helped. Or, you know, PDCGL being a slightly playable game. Case in point, slightly playable. Okay, well, we can win this one. Just, you know, I have to have a playable hand, which I don't currently have. You know, we can very easily win this game. We just need a playable hand. Crap. And also, if I prized both Voltorb, we're mega screwed. But that will never happen. How about they get Town Store, Reversal, Dwebble, Lily's Determination, Monkey Doy, probably. Oh, man, this game is great, isn't it? Okay, we'll be fine. We will win this game. We will rock them. I put the ass in Ascension. Okay, never mind. So there's the Dwebble. Did they prize all their Crustle? Are they looking at their deck? Why are you looking at your deck? Just get the Crustle. There's no reason to look at your deck when you're facing down the #1 PDCGL player of 2022. I mean, Poffin is a playable card, technically. Okay, so we're going to go for the Wattrel and the Voltorb. There is no way they can win this game, because I'm just that good. Now, the question is, do we waste the Prime Catcher? Because we kind of need to buy ourselves another turn. If they just have Crispin, we are mega screwed. But if they have an air balloon, then it doesn't really matter, does it? All right, well, I guess I attach to the Voltorb. Because worst case scenario, we just attach to the Voltorb next turn and do the thing. If we get a Kilowattrel, then we can attach to the Kilowattrel. So all I need to win this matchup against the stupid Crustle is a playable hand. That is the difference between winning and losing, is a playable hand. That's it. It's crazy that I have to say that to, you know, have it be a thing. And they're going to find a Crispin and superbly scissor me. Wait, PDC Gel isn't actively trying to screw me over? This is just what happens when you play 18 energy in a deck and you don't believe in the heart of the cards? And also, the first time I play Psyduck is the first time we don't face a Dust Noir deck, of which I think I've played 4 today in a deck that didn't have Psyduck. Okay. I would imagine they're just going to go for Pokepad Air Balloon? Or maybe Pokegear if their hand is really terrible, but I would imagine Pokepad... Oh, okay, just Luxurious Cape Jumbo Ice Cream. That is fine. We have 18 energy in the deck. They can't have more than 250 hit points because they're not playing Ludicolo. And they're stuck just attaching here, which is great for us. So I think I definitely put an air balloon on the Tadbulb because I'm never going to be attacking with the Bellibolt because I can't. Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous here. All right, so we're going to have to Prime Catcher the Dwebble because, again, this is a little ridiculous. And then I will attach to the Wattrel, retreat into the side deck again, and end turn. If this makes it in the YouTube video, I'm not starting it until I get a playable card. But if you're thinking, you know, what should I play post-rotation? Just play Crustle. Right? If you're wondering, oh, what deck should I play post-rotation? Just play Crustle. I know it's losing Reversal Energy. It's losing Luxurious Cape. It's losing a bunch of things. Turbo Energize. Just play Crustle, right? You'll get so many concedes when the ladder resets. It's just easy. And yes, I understand that they have a Grass Energy and they're going to use Ascension, but this could potentially buy me 2 more turns. But you already have an... Okay, I guess Colress is their only supporter. And they got... Oh my god, they got practice. Well, there goes all my best laid plans. Did not expect the Jet Energy. Okay, we'll be fine. You know, all we have to do is knock out 3 Crustle. And they're just over there. What the hell is Pilot doing? Okay, so I think I have to sacrifice my Voltorb? No, right? We got to sacrifice the Wattrel. Oh, wow. Thank you for the Poffin. Whatever would I do without this Poffin? Also, we prized our second Voltorb. Yeah, this is getting a little ridiculous here, PDCGL. A playable card would be great. I've thinned out many things. You know, I have... What? I have 3 Pokepad. I have Ultra Balls. I have 4 Lillies. I have 3 Kilowattrel. And they're just going to go for the Voltorb. It's like they know that I prized my other Voltorb, and that's my only way to win the game. All right, if we don't get anything off the top deck here, that's concede territory. Oh, man. Maybe this is PDCGL's way of saying the Pokepad version is cursed. Okay, that was fun. So much fun. And Spindrift, you had to say it. You had to say it, Spindrift. All right, well, yeah, as long as you get set up, as long as you get set up, the deck wins. And Typo, how would that have helped me in that matchup? How would a redeemable ticket have helped PDCGL from just not giving me anything? You know, we need to play a better game. We need to go play PDCGL. Oh, God, they're playing a Rockets deck. And Typo, well, that's not how redeemable ticket works. Redeemable ticket is just take your prizes and shuffle them into your deck and see what happens. And PDCGL would never let me see what happens. This would have been a great starting hand, by the way. Would have been a great starting hand. Okay, we have a playable starting hand, and they are playing a deck that I can't beat unless I go first, which I didn't do. 5 mulligans. Okay, we were destined to have a good turn. The problem is that I don't think we can win because I'm going second. If I was going first, we win the game, but I'm going second. Oh, man. Okay, so this is Domo Arigato Mr. Robota. They already are fully set up. That's cool. Loving that for you. Okay, we definitely have this game, but I feel like I've already been in this world before, and oh wait, did we prized the Tadbulb. My deck is evolving because they released an update for PDCGL and it broke everything because that's what happens here. So we get rid of the Zekrom and the energy. Go for... Honestly, I think it's just... Oh my god, this game is so stupid. Okay, and then we go for Bellibolt. I will attach to the Voltorb. We attach to Voltorb. Pokepad. I'm going to Pokepad for, I guess, just another Voltorb. But what if they have a Giovanni or something? Then I guess I need another Wattrel. And because we have everything we need in our hand, we don't play anything else. Because we could Lillies into 8 energy and then have nothing. And that is something that could always happen. They're most likely going to have to knock out... Okay, there's their Ariana. That's fine, as long as they don't get a Honchkrow. Okay, wow. Are they actually going to stumble for 1 turn? Are they going to be like the ripoff of Fall Guys and just stumble guys for 1 turn? Deceit these nuts into your mouth. Okay, that doesn't work. I'm sorry. All right, so then Kilowattrel down. Bellibolt down. I will go Levincia into play. It's a little unfortunate that I have to go Levincia into play here, but they are weak to lightning, so we just kind of win. All right, everything is coming up Millhouse. Welcome, Thrillho. All right, and then we go... Oh, I should have retreated first. That's my bad. I got too excited. It happens sometimes. You just get overexcited. Some things, you know, explode where they shouldn't. It's totally fine. We can also use Kilowattrel to take knockouts this game. So I think that's what I'll probably do if I can. And yeah, let's Flashing Draw. Am I really even looking for anything here? I guess technically just attach an energy to the Kilowattrel Voltaic Chain. So we can win this one as long as they don't have a turn with Giovanni. Or if they have a Counter Catcher, a turn with Counter Catcher. I'm just trying to think ahead here. Because if we blow each other back and forth, they will win the prize trade because I'm going to have I have a 2-prizer. So they will win the prize trade. The only way that we win this one is if we get an Iono at the perfect time. Archer doesn't matter because Kilowattrel draws us up to 6. Obviously, if they just whiff Honchkrow energy this turn, that's GG. Oh. That is BEA beautiful. And the downside to Honchkrow shows itself. The Honchkrow failing is showing itself. Your epidermis is showing. I should have grabbed a Voltorb and put the Voltorb into play and attached to the Voltorb. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's fine. We don't need a lot of energy in this game. Well, we need more than that. So I guess this is... Yeah, just Voltaic Chain. That was slightly better Clan Burglar, but that's still a bannable offense in my opinion. And Rurur, I think we found the coder. Rurur is a coder. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe mathematically they cannot win this game. Because I am fully set up. They whiff for 2 turns. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was worse than that. Because let's say they knock out the Bellibolt, then I just don't put another Bellibolt into play. We win the game. So I don't think they have any chance of winning. Right? Press 1 if my math is correct. Press 2 if I'm an idiot. And press 3 if you want to see them rocket all over my feathers. All right, well, let's just send up the Voltorb, I guess. And you can't type multiple things. That's cheating. All right, so let's put a Wattrel down. Do I have another Kilowattrel? Hey, we got all the Kilowattrel in the world. Okay, so Voltorb gets the energy. We're going to Lillies for 6. I don't think they stand a single chance of winning, especially when I get Levincia. So then we Levincia. Everyone's powered up and ready to go. I literally am impossibly not going to... It's impossible for me to lose this game. I'm guaranteeing it right now. It's impossible for me to lose this game. And one of my viewers is talking to themselves in chat, and that's not creepy at all. I think I just give them a thumbs up and be like, I'm not trying to BM them. I'm just trying to say, like, hey, I have game. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just I have game. All right, so we're at 15-10. All right, we'll play one. Oh, crap. Yeah, see, Saito, I can do math. The Canadian education system isn't that bad. Joko, no, Iono rotates. Trainers Pokemon do not rotate. Yeah, Iono rotates, but Iono's trainers Pokemon do not rotate. I guess, yeah, that is a little bit confusing, but no, you're fine. And remember, PDCGL rotation is in March, so it's just over a month away. And I'll have, multiple videos over the next week or so all about pre-rotation. And this weekend in Japan is the first major post-rotation tournament. So we will get a clearer picture. Oh my god, this hand is amazing. Except for the fact that I play 18 energy and I have 0. Imagine playing 18 energy in a deck and you have 0. Well, they're not, right? Because Creatures in the Pokemon Company is in Japan, and then the Pokemon Company International is outside of Japan. So technically they are different. I can't tell if you're being facetious or not. Starts in 2 hours. Awesome. Ooh, okay, so I have to play all my items. Well, I think we lose, actually. I'm thinking about this. I have a Psyduck. I don't have a Shaman. It'd be a real shaman if we lost this game, but I'm pretty sure that's what's about to happen. All right, let's get rid of... How do I not have an energy? That is kind of insane. The fact that I do not have an item here is absolutely absurd. So we have to go get Kilowattrel, and then, just hope we top deck one of our 15. We prize 3. We just have to make sure we get one of our 15 energy in deck. More than half of our deck will get us out of this situation between energy and supporters. So we have 15 energy and we have, I guess 6 or 7 supporters that get us out of this. So more than half of our deck will get us out of this. But only Trust Your Pilot can play a deck with 18 energy in it and still not find any energy. And Mr. Darkside, I like your prediction. Kilowattrel top deck, that would be peak comedy. I think the funniest thing would be if I top... Oh, I was not expecting this. The funniest thing is if I top deck End's Plan. Because, yeah, this version of the deck is clearly cursed. Are you proud of yourself? Oh, yeah, we lose this game. I thought this was going to be a Terrabox deck with a Badoo for no reason. And then they're just like, no, it was actually a secret Frostless Monkey Dory deck. You lose, Pilot. Well, joke's on you. I was going to lose no matter what. Okay. We can easily win this game. This is weak to Lightning. I can knock out a Mega Frostlass if they have one. I can limit my abilities. We can very easily win this game. Yep, that's how we do it. That's how we do it in Master League. That's how we do it in Master League, baby. All right, so the Poker Pad version is cursed. So we're switching to the Raging Butt version. Terrible day for Iono's Bellibolt players. Oh, Joko said 6-7. Everyone has to subscribe now. If you're not subscribed, you have to subscribe. My deck is still evolving. What is this starting hand? What the hell is this starting hand? Okay, well, they're mulliganing at least. And then it's Frostlass again. Well, no, because it's a new card. I wanted to see, is Pokepad better than Canari? I wanted to see, and I know you're, but yeah, I wanted to see, is Pokepad better than Canari? Clearly it's not. Okay, but I can win this matchup by just limiting my ability Pokemon. Okay, that's a Wattrel. It's another useless card. Oh, look at that. A Badoo Snow Run start. Oh, wow. This is fantastic. This is wonderful. Well, we can knock out the Badoo next turn if we top deck one of our energy. And Lena, well, I already talked about it. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, Matt Booty. They're eating the booty. Phil Spencer's out. Everyone's out. Now they're going to AI. Xbox is sucking huge butts. But I mean, that's what happens when you hire someone with the last name Booty. Everything goes to crap when you play with the booty. everything goes to crap when you play with the booty. But I think Xbox has been done for a while. You know, they really screwed up ever since the Xbox One. Spindrift, yeah. What I learned playing the Frostmoth build is that giving your opponent more cards is not good. Crazy thing we learned is that giving your opponent more cards, not actually good. So is this going to be back-to-back games where I just don't find energy with a deck that plays a lot of energy? Okay, we got a Lillie's. That's really good. So in this situation, I think we just hold the balloon. All I need to get is one energy and we knock out the Badoo and everything's great. Are you kidding? What? Oh my God. Whatever. Just end me. Just end me, bro. Why do I play this game? We get back-to-back games against Frostlass Badoo, which is a horrible matchup in its own right. They're playing a post-rotation list. No, they're not, because they're playing Nest Ball. No, Spindrift, you need a timeout. You need a timeout, Spindrift. You need to sit in the corner and think about what you've done. There's a Risky Ruins. That's cool. Love that for you. But hey, at least we get to Lillie's again. Yeah, that's my fault for not shuffling better. You know, we got to put the right stuff in the old finger pocket there. Okay, well, I guess, yeah, we're just gonna put I don't even know anymore. Sure, let's Risky Ruins. I don't know. Hey, there's one, and then an unplayable hand. You'll love to see it. You know, I don't even know if this is going to get a YouTube video because I don't want people to suffer through this. And there's a Bellibolt with an electric steamer attack. Okay. Or sorry, electric steamer ability. You know what? Oh, wait, hang on. Can I win this game now? Hang on a second. Wait, did they just... What is happening? Are they having that bad of a time? Oh, they got a Lillie's. Okay, well. I can still win this game. They gave me a Mega Frostlass. I was not expecting this. As long as they don't have a counter catcher. Oh, wait, they might not actually have a counter catcher. All right, so... Oh, no, we don't have a Bellibolt. I can't win. I was going to say, we don't have a Bellibolt, so that's GG's for us. All right, so I think I'll just upload this to the VODs channel tomorrow and I'll be like, does Canari make Iono's Bellibolt better? God, if I'd just been able to get one other card, we'd be totally fine right now. All right, so that goes there. Oh, wait, don't I? No, I wouldn't have had a knockout even with Sada's Vitality, so that's not a big deal. All right, well, there's a Lightning Energy because, of course, there is. Okay, so Fighting Lightning. And we want to go attach to you, Canari away the Ultra Ball, go for Bolt, Kilowattrel. Oh, man, this is going to get rough here. This is going to get real rough here. All right, that's going to go there. I got nothing that I want to do. Don't want to put the Kilowattrel down, and we just go end turn and then knock out the Mega Frostlass and hope for the best. Because we're tied on prizes, so Countercatcher doesn't do anything. Which means we are still in this. And Saito, wait, what? Canari? Yeah, you need Canari early. You need Canari turn 1. So, of course, I played a version with 4 Pokegear. And for, yeah, I don't think we're getting, I'll just put it on the VODs channel and hope that, you know, we get something out of it. But actually, you know, this is going to sound a little weird, but maybe I go for the knockout on the Snow Runt. Because if I go for the knockout on the Snow Runt, they can't get a second Frostlass. But that also seems kind of stupid. Though it does seem like they're going to, you know, retreat the Frostlass. Okay, yep, you're just getting all the stuff. Oh, they went for a Resentful Refrain. Okay, so we can definitely win this one now. I know them to 4. They get nothing because they're playing a deck that never gets anything. They never find another energy. They never find another attacker, and I win the game. It's that easy. It's almost like an idiot could have come up with this plan. All right, so we go double Bellibolt. I'm putting both into play. And I will... Oh, if I put the Voltorb down, though, that's bad. So we're going to Electric Streamer... Attach that there. I could Sada's Vitality, but no, we definitely want to Iono here. So I think in this situation, it's just Night Stretcher for a Lightning Energy, attach the Lightning Energy to the active. And yeah, I guess Ultra Ball away Kilowattrel and Sada's Vitality. Go get another Raging Bolt just to have it. Put it down. And I still think that the correct play is the Iono. Right? I still think Ionoing here is the correct play. Because we'll get all of our energy and everything will go great. Okay, so I believe this is a knockout. We go... Oh, that's a Tadbulb. We wanted a Voltorb. So that'll be Levincia. We get 2 energy. And hey, you get to see the glitch. Press 1 if you're excited to see the glitch here. All right, so then we go 1, 1... And Kilowatt, wait. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. That was almost really bad, but everything's fine. We waste that. Steam. Okay, that was fun. And then we go attach to the Bellibolt. Okay, so here's the issue. Is you go Bellowing Thunder. I don't want to discard any energy from my active Raging Bolt. Yeah, I don't. And look at this. See? See? You can't do the thing. Actually, I do want to get rid of an energy from my active because I have to. But see how you have to go inspect board, go back, and then you have to do that every single time. Isn't that cool? So you have to do that every single time you want to switch the energy you're taking from the Pokemon, and PTCGO rearranges your bench when you do that. So it's really fun. It's really fun. So if you want to get rid of energy from 5 different sources, you have to do that 5 separate times. Isn't this a well-made game? And PDCGL is a well-made game. Tool Scrapper does that too. Yeah, so anything that requires you to make different selections. So I guess it'd be Tool Scrapper, anything that forces you to discard energy. So that would be Raging Bolt, that would be Charizard X, that would be, I mean, just any, there's a Groudon that does the thing. And they just announced it. So as soon as I sent out my tweet, they announced they're fixing it. And it's only going to be 2 hours of maintenance. And it's like they copy and pasted my tweet. And it says, in order to address an energy discard flow issue. PDCGL will have 2 hours of maintenance on Tuesday to fix this issue. Apparently, they're having a heavy flow issue. Yep, apparently that's what it is. That's what they're calling it. They're calling it a flow issue. So it'll be, yeah, wait, I'm guessing February 24th is Tuesday. February 24th is Tuesday, but it'll be in the morning, so it won't affect anything. But there you go. Well-made game of all time. One of the best made games of all time. Okay, so we have to knock out this monkey. Let's Levincia. And we attach to the active. I think in this situation, actually, do I go for, no, I think we just hit him with the lilies. And we just hit him with the lilies and go from there. Well, we shouldn't have done that. Canari, yeah, this does not deserve its own YouTube video. It's just not good enough. Like, as much as I want to make a YouTube video out of this, it's not strong. It's very, very weak overall. All right, so let's go 1, 2, 3, and sure, we'll give that to you. We will probably just Bellowing Thunder, get rid of nothing from the active, get rid of 1. God, I hate this game so much. This game is so stupid. Yeah, I'm tweeting, sorry, yeah, I'm tweeting that before the dev meeting. You know, it is kind of funny. Will it be better post-rotation? No. No. Just play Sinistra with Teal Mass? How dare you? No, this deck doesn't get better post-rotation because it doesn't really... Nothing really changes. Like, the Sawdust Vitality doesn't matter. It's just, I wanted to see, does Canari make it better? And it doesn't. And Zeus, I like things hard. I don't like things easy. Yeah, but I'll play Heliolisk. I want to test out Heliolisk. I just kind of slapped a list together. I don't think it's very good, but we'll see how it goes. So that'll be what we play in this next game. But what we learned, Lena, is that Canari doesn't really help. But I mean, every deck that has playability is good post-rotation if you think about it. Because we're losing 1,000 cards. So there's only going to be like 30 to 40 actually playable archetypes post-rotation. So you can say that this is a top 30 or 40 deck post-rotation. That doesn't mean it's good. It just means it's a top 30 deck post-rotation. Top 30 or 40 post-rotation. All right, but yeah, so I have 2 different Heliolisk builds. I don't want to play the Kilowattrel one because... How the hell do I even... Wait, how does that even work? What was I even thinking? That doesn't work. No, I'll play the Jolted one. We'll play the Jolted one makes more sense. In the sense that it makes no sense. The Jolted one makes more sense in the sense that it doesn't. All right, well, they have an Ursaluna, which is good, because that means we can... Oh! So we just... But if they do this, I still win. That's the prize. I still win. So they're doing this, but I still win the game. You gotta give them a thumbs up for that one. That was an Iron Valiant effort. Get it? That was an Iron Valiant effort. Because they're still gonna lose. So it was an Iron never mind. I thought I was a wiener. All right, well, let's go 210. Never mind, I take that back. Boom. Imagine losing to an IONO'S Bellibolt deck as a Frostlass player. There's no walking that one back. You know, that's like letting the foot reveal out before it's ready. There's no walking that one back. All right, so remember, tomorrow is going to be the Erica's decks. I will be playing both versions of Erica's decks. So get excited. We're going to have double the terribleness. All right, there we go. Wait, I have 17 energy? That seems a little much. Whatever. Whatever. Saito, no, it's not the wins and losses, it's how it feels in your hand. And it didn't go great. No, I don't know why Sprigatito is the card everyone wants. It's not even rotating. And Zeus, yeah, I know, right? I know. I put so much work. And Jagbomb, that is going to be the title of tomorrow's stream. For those of you wondering, that is the title of tomorrow's stream, and I'm quite proud of it. Okay, so a turn 1 Canary is bad. Ironically, a turn 1 Canary is bad in this deck. And ABC, you already missed it. Hutaru sniped ya. And it's a Lucario deck. Okay, so we can actually win this one. But you probably don't know what Heliolisk does. It's 70 times coin flips, and there's actually Bramblegast is better. So Bramblegast is better, Golden Go is better. This is just a worse version of those. All right, well, sure, let's Fartazon. Wait, do I want to give them an Artisan? It only thins out 1 card from the deck. What's the point? Yeah, see, exactly. We just got it like that. I don't want to give them an Artisan. That makes their life better. I don't want to improve their life. I want to make everyone's life worse. No, Sprigatito does... What the hell is this crap? All right, well, we're going to have to Artisan for another Helioptile. And, oh, right, I forgot there's a Joltik in this deck. That's my bad. So, yeah, we'll go Helioptile. I think in this situation, we put a Psyduck down, retreat, and end turn. Well, I have to win one more game. The stream's not over yet, but I am playing Heliolisk, so, and we're facing Lucario. And Heliolisk, Joltik, Meganium. I don't play Meganium because there's no point. If you're going to do that, you're just going to play Bramblegast. If you're playing a coin flip deck with Meganium, you're playing Bramblegast, not Heliolisk. So that makes too much sense. And yeah, notice how I gave them the Artisan because I had to, and then they got the Solrock and everything they needed. And also notice how I'm playing a Fighting Wheat deck, and PTCGL loves me here. Okay, we can still make a comeback as long as they don't get a Riolu. Because they have no backup attacker and oh crap. Why do I say words? Why me say word? Me no talk good. Me say word bad. They get a Riolu. I don't believe I have bosses in the deck. I think it's just 4 Canary, 4 Lilies, and we just go on vibes from that point. All right, but I do have an experience share, which is fine. And then, of course, we just have all of our grass energy in the deck, or in our hand. Love that. Okay, so Tynamo, I choose you. Experience share. I guess we'll go Tatsugiri first, even though we need a Canary no matter what. Oh, if we don't get a Canary this turn. Yeah, exactly. There's a Canary. Okay, so we have to go... We get rid of course, a Lightning Energy. We go for Heliolisk, Joltik, and I guess Tynamo? And then watch me not even knock out the Stupid Solrock this turn. That'll be amazing if we fail that. Okay, and then Joltik down. Attach to you. Levincia. Heliolisk. 2 energy to you. And then we'll put 2 energy on you. Yeah, but the problem is... Okay, I thought I couldn't select 2 lightning there. That was almost crazy. Alright, well, we gotta flip 2 heads here. Gotta flip the old 2 heads. So if you don't know, Heliolisk, if you play Canari, you can accelerate 2 lightning to it. Hey, 50%. That's all you can ask for. So it's flip a coin for each energy, does 70 for each heads, and then if you play Canari, attach 2. So you have to play Canari essentially every turn. And I also have reversal energy because I'm a cool person. I'm not a nerd, and I got electric, and I got Joltik. Maybe you don't need Joltik, but I think Joltik is good because there's Galvantula in the deck. And the Galvantula is actually kind of good. So there's the grass one that hits for a grass weakness, and there's the lightning one that can do 7,000 damage if you load it up with energy. But realistically, it'll do like 400 maximum ever, but that's fine. Oh, they're playing the Juniper. Wait, that's Juniper, right? Yeah, Professor Juniper. What about the one where you can item lock? You mean the Terra EX? The Terrible EX? No, we're not playing that one. That's just 2 free prizes. So, did they play with their PP twice? They only did it once. Wait, are they not going to take a knockout this turn? Oh, right, they have accelerating. I was going to say, I think accelerating stab is a knockout, but if we knock out their Riolu, what do they got? This is a high-risk play. They essentially have to get a Mega Lucario. They should have definitely not done this. Am I about to beat... We have to show the world this end screen, okay? No one is going to believe this end screen. This is going to be the craziest end screen anyone's ever seen. You beat a Mega Lucario deck with Heliolisk? Okay, please give me a Canari. Well, I'll take a Lillie's. I'll take a Lillie's. So I think reversal is probably not going to work properly, but that's fine. So I probably shouldn't have attached the reversal, but we all know that I would have failed miserably if I didn't. So let's go Helioptile, Electric, and then we Electric 1 to the Helioptile. So, I mean, I probably could have done this differently, but we're going to flip 6 coins and hope for the best. Because they don't have an attack next turn. Okay, we didn't need 4. We could have 2 would have been fine. 2 would have been fine. We did not need 4. We were actually 1. We just need 5 heads to knock out a Mega Lucario. That's kind of crazy. So unless they play 2 Premium Power Pro this turn, they're not doing anything. And I think we lock up this game. And I have to maybe make a Heliolisk video, which I really don't want to do. Because we all know this is a fluke. This is PDCGL trying to bait us. No way. No way. There's no way they knock me out. At least don't get the energy or something. Oh, okay, so they're going for another Rio. So we're just passing back and forth. There's Town Store, that's fine. So how do I go about winning this one? I don't even know. Coin flip decks are always the best. Damn straight. All right, well, there's a grass energy. So in this situation, do I go for okay, hang on. I think I know what I'm doing. I think I have a plan. I don't think it's good, but I think I have one. There's Canari. That's not good, but we'll take it. So we go Heliolisk. And then I think, yeah, we'll Canari away the grass energy. Go for, yeah, we'll just thin everybody out of the deck. There's another electric. There's a Helioptile. I'm assuming we have lightning energy in the deck and I don't need to play energy recycler. Easy. Okay, how many grass we got? We got 2, so we got 2 grass and 2 lightning, right? Yeah, 2 grass, 2 lightning. So I can attach to the Joltik. And then we go attach to the Joltik. Electric to the Heliolisk. I mean, I know they're going to have a hairy mama, but that's okay. And I'm actually... Wait, does it say benched? Attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Okay, so let's go retreat into the Joltik. I'm going to experience share this guy. We're going to Jolting charge onto, I guess... Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to put a grass on the active, and then grass, lightning, lightning. I think this is the best way, because this way they have to make the choice here. There is no good choice. Because this Galvantula is not going to do a whole lot, but I have the other Galvantula that hits for a grass weakness, and if they have an ability, it does even more. So I can just knock out a Solrock with the other Galvantula if I get lucky. But this one is funny, right? You put an experience share on your backup Joltik, you let it just soak up energy when your Heliolisk get knocked out, and then you can deal 400 damage. And it's almost like this card is better than Heliolisk. It's almost like that card is better than Heliolisk, and why the hell am I playing Heliolisk when Galvantula exists? Well, because it's a coin flip card. And coin flip cards are great. Okay, so they still can't seem to find a Mega Lucario, or they're just holding back the Mega Lucario. But it's not my fault if you don't play... And Vertrum's damn straight. But Heliolisk is for each energy. Galvantula is lightning. There we go. They've taken the bait. If they have a Night Stretcher, they'll go for Hariyama. Yep, they're going to go Hariyama and go for the Heliolisk. See, this is exactly what I planned for. This is exactly what I planned for. This is exactly what I expected them to do. They took the bait. I told you they were going to take the bait, and they were going to lose because of it. So, yeah, we're going to take the lightning energy and put that there. Tatsadiri, I choose you. Because we still have, like... I should have 4 supporters in the last 13 cards of my deck. That is kind of nutso. Yeah, like, there's a Canari. Also, we are out of Heliolisk. Did I forget to put recovery cards in here? I think I did. I made an oopsie. I forgot to put recovery cards in the deck. That's my bad. I believe I forgot to put recovery cards in the deck. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. It happens to the best of us. So, yeah, we need to put... I mean, there's a Galvantula. Discard all lightning. I mean, isn't it each energy card? For each card, so we don't even do that much. So, yeah, we just definitely lose this game. All right, so I have to Joltik... Counter Catcher, the Makuhita, and then Air Balloon this guy. I'm going to Energy Recycler, what? 2 energy. And then we just hope that we get one of our Heliolisk, and we'll be fine. And we'll be totally fine. Let's get you in there. I'm going to get rid of the Joltik. Actually, do I get rid of the Canari and then just save everything for next turn? Because we don't need anything this turn. Right? If I just get rid of the... If I Canari away the Joltik... And then we have a counter catcher and we have all the things. So I can win next turn if I don't lose this turn. Because I can just counter catcher the Mega Lucario and we win. And I kept the Lilies. We just need to get a Heliolisk out of the prizes here. Okay, so I forgot to put recovery in here. That's my bad. You know, I put an energy recycler. I forgot to get, you know, Pokemon. You know, kind of an important piece of the puzzle is I forgot to find a way to get Pokemon. That is my fault. All right, well, we know we lose this one unless I have, like, recovery in the prizes. And Zeus, hey, don't worry. We're playing with something crazy. We're playing the craziest deck you've ever seen right now. All right, did I forget to put recovery in the deck? Okay, don't look at that. That's a lie. PDC Gel is lying to you. Yeah, I need to put a Sacred Ash in here or something. There we see, totally fine. I totally see. It's right there. It's right there. There's the recovery you were looking for. Wow, how many packs of Ascended Heroes have I opened and I didn't get any Voltorb? Voltorb my balls. All right. Very, very good. Okay. So I'm not quite sure what the deck is, but it's a thing that exists. And you have all witnessed it. Hey, you want that 7th win? Here you go. 7th win coming right up here. Press 1 if you expected to see somebody play a Voltorb EX deck today. If you woke up and said, oh, I'm definitely going to see somebody play a Voltorb EX deck. Oh, right. No, I meant 8. 8. Yeah, I already have 7. We lost number 8. I'm not even going to bother changing the ranking. Yeah, sorry. It's 8 is the next echelon. 8 is the upper echelon. Okay, we just need to start a Canary and watch me mulligan 17 times. Only 6? Boo. Boo, Wendy Testaburger. All right, so then we go that there. They could have at least given Voltorb free retreat, right? Like, isn't Voltorb known for being, like, super fast? They could have given it free retreat. You know, you give a 2 prize EX 170 hit points and 100 damage attack. You could have given it free retreat. You didn't have to be so mean. Well, this is a terrible matchup. Hey, we got the Carmine. All right, well, that's cool. That's cool. Liking that already. Call me a rock because I'm liking that one already. Eh? Get it? I'm liking that one already. Never mind. Okay, well, we're playing Energy Sticker. Greatest card ever printed. You know, if you're playing a coin flip deck, you may as well play Energy Sticker. All right, well, let's go. Yeah, I guess just end turn. I'm not going to play Ultra Ball. No, because Voltorb is better than... If you... Okay, fine. 4 Wet Lights, build a Sprigatito deck, and we'll battle Voltorb versus Sprigatito. And I'll show you which is better. And Lena, in Canada, it's different. You know, in the Fancy Pants United States, you get the episodes at the right time. But in Canada, it doesn't count. So we don't get them at the same time. And also, I've avoided it. You know, I'm sure it's good. But, you know, not my Ash. Lika and Roy, I think those are their names. They're no Ash. They can kiss my Ash. How far behind is Canada? I don't even know if we have it, to be completely honest with you. I'm sure we do. I couldn't tell you. All right. Well, this is going to go great. This is going to go amazingly. I am so excited for what's about to happen here. We go retreat. And watch this. We'll flip all the heads because we don't need to flip any heads. Legacy Energy. Carmine. And then, wow, that's terrible. All right, 100 hitting ball. Watch me flip 10 heads. Oh my god. Oh my... No. Why couldn't you save them for anyone else? We did not need to do 400 damage on a Badoo. You could have saved those for Charizard. Could have saved them for Dragapult. No, we gotta do 400 damage to a Badoo. And Lena? Well, then I'm an idiot. But, I mean, I haven't watched it, because I think when it first came out, it wasn't working, so I was just like, yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, but this is fine. We got the Legacy Energy, and then we're never gonna flip another heads. We're literally never flipping another heads, and it's gonna be hilarious. The fact that they're drawing cards is kind of sad. Do you not realize that I'm playing a Voltorb EX deck? And you are currently playing cards. Okay, well, we are doing great. Okay, there's no strategy in this game, Sir Villain. There is absolutely zero strategy involved. It's just flip coins and see what happens. You don't need to be doing all these smart things that a person who knows what they're doing would do. And they have an unfair stamp. Okay, bro. All right. Oh, I also need an energy to attack next turn. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We do need to find another basic, though, because I only play 4 Voltorb, and that's it. Well, if we don't find a Voltorb, we massively lose this game. Is there any other deck that I haven't played yet that I want to try? Cool. Well, let's lose with style, shall we? No way. No way. No way. Oh my god. Okay. That is... If only I had more Voltorb, that would have been insane. We were 1 card away from doing that. We just did 800 damage with a Voltorb is the best card ever printed, apparently. And then we just get immediately knocked out and lose the game. But hey, Legacy Energy prevented them from taking a prize. This is better than Obama's now? Damn straight. All right, let's yeah, I got this thing. I want to see if this so this will be the last game of the stream. And let's just see if it can do anything. I don't think it can, but we're going to find out. You know, see, these are the things that I usually do off stream, but I'm doing them on stream. Because I want to do this. I want to lower my ranking for tomorrow so that Erica has more of a chancey. But we probably could have won that game if we didn't lose. And Darkside, I know it's just a worst King Gambit, but, you know, we're playing it anyway. And then, did you see how many basics I put in this deck? I have like 20 basics in this deck. And we still mulligan. All right, well, yeah, this is going to be the determining factor of who gets what channel points. No, Obstagooning and Cerule Edging. I mulligan 3. There's literally 12 basics in this deck. There is literally 12 basics in the deck, and we mulligan 3 times. Can somebody explain that one to me slowly so an idiot like me can understand? Okay, well, luckily we're weak to grass. But I have a feeling that Zigzagoon's about to get bodied here. It's looking Grimmsnarl. Okay, well, I should probably hold on to the air balloon, right? And then, of course, they just have the air balloon in their hand. Kind of seems what would happen. Oh, they're going directly into the Riolu. Okay. There's a Vengeful Punch, so we definitely attach that to the active. And then we just go Iono. And then we hope for one of our many basics that we have that should not have resulted in 3 mulligans. That is insane. Did I put anyone in here to help us out? Apparently not. All right, well, let's go Spiritomb. I choose you. Spiritomb, I choose you, buddy. And then, of course, they'll have a Mega Lucario. Be real swell if you... Yep, there's the Mega Lucario. Be real swello if you could not suck, deck. All right, well, I mean, I guess I can attach a Legacy Energy and do 10 damage and discard the top card of their deck. That'll be good, right? Discarding the top card of their deck will be good, right? There's no way that'll be bad. For what reason did you attach a second energy to that thing? Ah, Spiteful Swirl. Damn straight. Yeah. I can one-shot you now. If only I had a playable hand. Then you'd be losing this game so hard. You wouldn't even know what to do with yourself. Oh, wow. We actually got a card. Okay, so we go Vengeful Punch on the active, Legacy Energy on the active. I think I just Counter Catcher the Riolu, because that Lucario is within range already. And I should probably Night Stretcher for the Zigzagoon just so they don't completely ruin my life. What are they, my ex-wife? Okay. Well, that's fine. And then we go, we break their mountain. We break their spirit and we break their mountain. And we got rid of a Makuhita. We always mill the best cards here. So does anyone, are you currently wondering what the strategy of this deck is? Press 1 if you're completely lost and have no idea what I've built. So the Obstagoon does... Okay, well, I'm just going to leave... I mean, this is fine. They're going to go for the Lanoon with the energy. That's actually fine. No, that is not the strategy. The strategy is build up damage counters with Spiritomb and then hit them with the Obstagoon, which is just a worse King Gambit. Because King Gambit works with just a Vengeful Punch. You don't have to dilly-dally around with all these stupid Spiritomb. It's 70 damage per counter. It's the baby Brute Bonnet that's 50, but it's 50 plus 50, so technically it's better. But this deck works with Counter Gain and Reversal Energy, so technically it has some usage. But there's no world where you play this over the King Gambit that just knocks out everything for a single metal. Right? This requires a Darkness and a Colorless, so you need like 5 extra cards to do the thing in this list. All right, well, let's they still take 2 damage, so this Lucario's within range. I just kind of have to wait. They wasted their Harry Mama. So in this situation, I guess we go up with this Spiritomb and probably gust up the Harry Mama. Okay, so there's Lanoon. And yeah, we attach to you. I think I Counter Catcher the Harry Mama. And then we go Lillie's Determination and just hope for a bunch of stuff. Well, that is not a bunch of stuff. That is the opposite of a bunch of stuff. So, hey, you're about to see something really cool. Remember when I said I played a bunch of basics and we mulliganed 3? Oh, wow. Apparently I don't play very many basics. I could have sworn there was a Toxtricity in this deck. That's my bad. There apparently is no Toxtricity in this deck. All right. Well, that's fine. And then we go for, I guess, another Spiritomb. Because we'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong here, right? What could possibly go wrong? We're going to mill their energy. They're going to have no way to retreat the hair. I mean, if they can't retreat the Hariyama... No, I think maybe it was a different build that I had the Toxel and Toxtricity. Because I think in order to make room for the Spiritomb, I had to cut the Toxel and Toxtricity. And there's Lucario, okay. And they got the energy. Of course they did. But we can win just by knocking out double Lucario. That's it. All we got to do is just knock out 2 Lucario and we win the game. So, of course, they'll have a bosses. And Kilometers, hey, don't think PDC Gel wouldn't do it. Okay, so, oh yeah, here's the Obstagoon. Starring Shout. 70 damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active. So if they have 5, that's 350. So I can just go up with the Obstagoon. Arven for counter gain energy. But I probably won't find that. Oh my god. Are you serious? You have to do it. Oh my god, this game is horrible. They have to go one at a time. Oh my god, PDCGO, come on, bro. Come on with that. Oh, we gotta go one at a time. That is sad. That is a sad thing that just happened. Okay, there's Nest Ball. I'm gonna go for the Zigzagoon. And then we go Obstagooning. And then we Iono, and then everything comes up Millhouse. Okay, because they have all their energy accounted for. They can't do any Solrock Lunatoning. I have a counter gain. Oh, actually, no, I don't have a counter gain. I have a counter catcher. So then we just go Mountain Breaker for 10. Breaker, I hardly knew her. Ooh, that would have been a good top deck. PDCGO would have done it a lot faster. But the fact that I can win this game is kind of crazy. So they got, wait, they have a Fez? That's not allowed. I haven't even taken a knockout yet. Putting the Fez down without me taking a knockout ever is interesting. Oh my. Well, I mean, it's a good thing I didn't believe in the heart of the cards because we wouldn't have gotten it, but come on, bro. All right, there's an Aura Jab. So we have the knockout on the active Mega Lucario. The issue is how do we knock out the other one? Because we're down a Vengeful Punch. We need more Spiritomb. Oh, God. Oh, no. This again. I can't affect their hand. So they played this perfectly. But I can potentially still win, right? Because they're going to have to knock out two things. And if I can just knock out one more Mega Lucario, we got it. And there's a line Noon. So we go attach to you. Morty's Conviction. Get rid of, I guess, just Air Balloon. Draw all the cards. Ooh, there's a Vengeful Punch. Okay, that's great. And I don't think we have anything left in deck. Oh, we have a Shaman. Okay. So in this situation, you know what? I'm going to put the Fez down and just see what they do. Right? Because the Fez is also a dark type, so it does get affected by the thingy thing. And then we also have Rare Candy into this Obstagoon. Look at that. 980 damage. Easy clap. Look at that. Now that's what I call overkill. All right, so we got Lillie's Risky Ruins. Yeah, I don't think Risky Ruins is a good card. I think, you know, Risky Ruins, it never works when you want it to. I think Frostlass is just better. All right, so it looks like they're going to attack with Harry Mama. And then in response, do I just go with Spiritomb? How many Badoo is that? 400 almost? 375, somewhere around there? Yeah, so like I'm going to have a stream where I just blow my entire deck load. And this is sort of like a preview of that stream. And it'll probably be next week. Just the decks that weren't good enough. It would just be like a smorgasbord. A smorgasbord of feet. Wait, does the Harry Mama get knocked out? Oh my god, it's literally 10 damage short. Literally 10 damage short of a KO. All right, so what we have to do is we have to go Spiritomb in the active. Yeah. And then there's the counter gain. Great timing. Counter gain the Gooner. Yeah, we're going to flip the script. Hopefully we get an Iono. I don't know if I play Iono, but that's fine. So I have to attach to the Obstagoon. No, I guess I have to knock out the Hariyama. No, we have to hit into the Mega Lucario. Yeah, we have to hit into the Mega Lucario. And then I guess Arven for a Night Stretcher. Arven for Night Stretcher and Vengeful Punch. And we go for another Spiritomb. So I still think we lose because they're just a Gust card away from winning. I'm sure they'll just retreat. But if they retreat and go into the Hariyama, they don't potentially have an attacker. I mean, they will, but they potentially don't. So, you know, this deck has potential. I might... Oh, they had a Hariyama. Okay, well... Well, that was fun. I'm assuming Azul's online. I'm assuming Azul is online ahead of... Well, it's not saying Azul's online, so we'll raid Sunny. And they're being mean. All right, so I will raid and run. I will pay out the winners. We only got 7 wins. We only got 7 wins. Pay them out. So this will be a VOD, unfortunately. But hey, it has some potential. I can fine tune it, see if we can make it work. This will be like, next week will be the last week of Ascended Heroes decks. But try to enjoy Sunny.